visuals, but that's okay.
That's all right.
Can't see me visuals.
Hey.
Testing. Lucas here.
Oh, we should have done an audio test. We are recording.
Lucas.
Testing. Lucas.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's
I still
good.
can't see you guys, but that's chill.
Uh,
I think it's Brandon's fault.
There's so much noise in my ears.
Yeah, there it is.
I mean, this looks good.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
2 Coors and a Truly.
Nice.
Yeah.
A good little mix and match.
Variety is the spice of life or something.
Can you see us now?
Can
There
hear
you
me
are.
now?
Oh, he's Shavo.
Yeah, what's up?
Shavo, do you think he looks more like Walter White or Caillou?
Yeah, because my coworkers have a strong opinion on this.
He looks like Aang.
No!
I can't tell if it hurts or not. I'd take Aang in general as a character.
What if we said you looked like
live action Noah Ringer?
Noah Ringer.
No, I wouldn't like that very much.
Kill yourself.
I would kill myself. That's secret third option.
It looks good though. No, you can pull it off. The glasses, I think, accentuate it.
You think it ruins it? Oh,
No,
okay.
I think it saves it. No,
Oh,
I'm
he looks
joking.
like Mac and me.
It
For
looks
sure.
like an alien. That's what my shadow looks like. It's a Mac and me creature.
Oh my god.
What's that?
Did you do it for
Cowboys-
private reasons?
Nah, just did it.
The Cowboys
reasons.
defense already has me 28 points.
Who?
The Cowboys defense.
Oh my God! What happened?
Yeah,
In
they
the
have 2
first quarter, they have
touchdowns.
2 touchdowns, an interception, and a blocked kick.
That's awesome. Stupid.
And
Giants.
0 points allowed.
How we starting this bitch?
We out of here, baby.
We could all tell our favorite McDonald's story.
Do we all have one of those?
I don't think so.
I'll tell you my hair was stolen. That'd be funny.
It was stolen valor.
Yeah.
We could do that bit. We could just
Yeah.
improv.
That's what we. I mean, we're gonna do that anyway.
How about we're going to McDonald's and someone stole Seth's hair?
Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry.
What if we go to McDonald's and a bunch of break dancers steal your hair?
Oh yeah, that'd be
And
good.
they use it as their mat to break dance on.
Whoa! Quit doing that, guys.
It's
It's
my
Yeah.
hair.
greasy. You're gonna slip
That's gold.
and fall.
That's
Let's
good.
save it.
That's what we're doing.
That's gold. Such a bad idea.
I have to see if I put something in here. I didn't.
Mm.
Guys, I'm slacking.
In
For
your
an intro?
taquito machine?
No, not in my tequila.
My taquito warmer. You can't warm anything else in it.
I keep
Wait.
it busy.
One of my favorite Simpsons jokes is a guy selling a bomb shelter, and he's like, "This thing will withstand a 4 megaton blast. No more, no less." Specifically, 4 megatons.
That's Simpsons, you said?
Yeah, they're
That's
selling a
hilarious.
Those
bomb
are the best
shelter.
jokers. The best jokers.
I don't know.
Give me a second. I'm just looking up something to see if I still have it.
What if we're like best friends with Mac Jones?
Mm.
And like, hey there, quarterback of the Patriots, number 10.
Or Mac the Knife.
Jones. What are you doing in my trunk? Get out of there. Mac the Knife?
Yeah, it's a Bob Dylan song.
Oh, yeah, we
Bob
could be friends with
Dylan
him.
song. Excuse me.
What about Mac from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah, we could do that.
All right, we'll find ourselves
So we're either all going to be hanging out with Max.
Mm-hmm.
at McDonald's.
We're all hanging out with Max, and we go to McDonald's,
Yeah,
and then somebody steals your hair.
and break dances on it.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I
Alright.
think that's it. Yeah,
We found it.
that's the thread.
I'm ready.
Oh, God.
Seth, are you okay?
Yeah, my belly's big.
Good.
Eating all this sandwich.
Okay. Ready.
Yeah.
Don't clap yet. No clapping.
Tell me when, boss.
1, 2, 3. Play. Hey guys. Hey.
Hey.
What up? Hello. Oh,
I hope you guys don't mind. I know we're getting breakfast this morning, but I brought my friend.
Boy, am I hungry.
I'm sure you are. You're the one that made these plans. It's 5 a.m., dude. But
Not a lot open at these hours.
I brought my friend Mac with me.
Nothing really.
If you've seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia,
Mm-mm.
you haven't.
Nope.
Well,
It's
this
Rob
is Mac.
McElhaney,
Yeah,
owner of Wrexham United.
but now he just goes by Mac. He just lives his character, and so Mac and me are here.
Nice. That's okay. I've also brought a friend today.
Nice.
This is old retired quarterback Donovan McNabb.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Quarterback of the Patriots
Yeah.
currently.
Mac Jones couldn't make it, so got a different guy.
You got Donovan McNabb.
I love him.
Nice.
Yeah, so here he is being friends with me.
I brought Brian Mac
background.
Dawkins.
He doesn't talk.
Oh. Well, hey Donovan.
Yeah.
I'm also brought my +1. I fulfilled it. I brought with me Gordon Ramsay of all people.
Oh shit.
Wow.
This food is terrible,
Terrible,
That's
I
him.
say,
What-
terrible.
especially the mac and cheese.
Don't yell at low wage workers.
Do you?
Yeah,
Do
we
you
are
see
at
what's-
McDonald's.
We are
Yeah.
at McDonald's. Do you see what's going on in this parking lot? It's a bunch of breakdancers.
Try not to hang out in the parking lot of.
I don't either, but why are there breakdancers out here?
I don't know. I wish they'd.
Steph, look out!
Seth, look out!
Ah! My scalp.
Your hair is gone.
It's been stolen.
Guys, can you not breakdance on Seth's hair?
Oh, it's kind of cool.
They might as well just keep it now and do what they will with it. It's dead.
It's
It's
all
gone.
muddy.
Yeah. I don't need it back. They can break dance.
You don't need it, Mac.
That's true.
Well, breakdance all you want. Let's go get a Big Mac.
Break macking.
Chicken nuggets, please.
Ooh. I'm good.
Filet-O fish?
Gross.
Not Friday.
It's not Friday.
Sunday.
You think Gordon Ramsay likes McDonald's?
I think he knows what it's there for. Respects its integrity, its honesty.
He knows. He knows.
You
He
think-
did.
You think Gordon Ramsay respects McDonald's? A resounding yes from Lucas. Of course
He knows
does.
what it's there for.
Yeah. He respects that it knows what it is.
It is what it is, you know?
It's true. Just a weird answer. That's so funny.
Gordon Ramsay, can you make a beef Wellington out of this quarter pounder?
Oh, he could.
We wouldn't
Oh.
ask for that at McDonald's because he knows what it's there for.
He knows what, yeah. That's not respect.
He
Being
shows up
able to-
at 2 a.m. or 5 a.m. with the boys,
Sure.
grabs 7 McChickens and says, "Let's have a night."
That's what I do. I push myself every time I visit to see how many McChickens I can do.
It's not.
It's usually 4.
it's-
Average 4.
It's not how many McChickens you can do. It's how much
How much
mayo.
love you
No, it's
have
how much
eating the
mayo
McChickens.
you can withstand. Because they slather the McChickens.
Yeah.
in mayo.
It depends.
Love
Some
it.
of them are just like, this is dry. And some of them are like, this is just a mayo.
They give me a.
You're wrapped in
they
a...
give me
That's a mayo.
in the McChicken. Hits the wrapper. Too
Like-
much of that fucking
Like
sauce.
a big Chance the Rapper.
Nice.
That's a mayo.
Nice. We've done it.
What's up, boys?
Yeah.
Movies.
So we did Gooby again this week.
We got Mac, Gordon Ramsay, and Donovan McNabb here. We got Max Snedeker, Gordon Ramsay Lawrence, and Donovan McNabb Tigner here, bringing you unfiltered, unadulterated content.
Another movie.
Content that's gonna grab you by the fucking balls, squeeze them tight, and not let go until you say,
Testicular torsion.
"Give me some more." Morb.
More,
Sorry.
Yeah.
So, horror month's coming up.
Morb.
We need more, but yeah,
Yeah.
testicular morgin. But we got one hell of a movie for you. This was originally going to be at the end of September, but because we had to switch things around with Battleship in the first week, we did Gooby, and now we're just doing a very similar style of film for the podcast back to back.
What are the questions? Do you have any
Oop.
questions for us?
I do have questions for you guys.
Oh, thank goodness. I didn't want you to spoil the surprise.
The
we're,
film.
we're 58 minutes in. All right, we're doing.
Yeah. We've done the whole thing.
First question: do you guys like the film E.T.?
I don't remember.
I think it's been a while since I've seen it too. I think
Been a while.
it is a good movie. It's
Classic.
It's movies.
It's one of those I remember being bored with as a kid, so I don't know.
Yeah, I do too, but I feel like if I watched it now, I would appreciate it way more.
I don't know. We're adults now.
I know.
If we're bored
It's
as
a kids'
children,
movie.
It's hard to say. Yeah, I love kids
But
movies.
It's not
cinema.
saying that I
True.
would enjoy it more, be less bored, but I would appreciate it more than a 4-year-old.
Yeah, but that's even more
Cinema.
boring than just watching a movie you're bored with.
That's
Trying
true.
to appreciate it when you don't like it. Weirdo.
Fair. My second question.
Yeah, what else?
Do you like McDonald's?
I respect it. I know what
Thank
it's
you, Gordon
about.
Ramsay.
Yeah. I know what it's about.
Do you like
I can't do
Do you like McDonald's or Coke or Sears or Skittles or any
love
of those
Skittles.
things?
I love Skittles.
Skittles.
Yeah.
You're in on that.
And
You're a Sears legacy Sears guy.
It's a Sears.
I am a
baby.
legacy Sears. Yeah, I was a
So
Sears
the
baby.
Sears generation.
Yeah. Some
Sears
shirt-
baby.
I had some shirts from Shields, or it's not Shields, Sears still.
Cheers.
Cheers, still. Well, if you answered yes to liking E.T. and any of the above McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Skittles, or Sears, you've come to the right place. A champion. This is the good, the bad, and the gooby.
Gooby.
Dougal.
And this week we watched Dougal. We watched Mac and Me
And me.
from 1988. A film that you have brought up many times and
Seth.
suggested to us.
A couple times, yeah.
Seth,
Yeah. Just happy I'm getting my shout out.
tell us where you found this, what you thought of it. Had you seen it? Anytime.
I thought you had more of the descriptors. I don't remember the first time I heard of this.
Twas a little boy.
Yeah, since I was a young boy, I played the Silver Bowl. I think it was just some sort of YouTube video that I watched again. A lot of
Drew Gooden.
Yeah, one of those. That's kind of my thing.
NBA player.
Yeah,
Once
famously.
again,
I know of it because it's Paul Rudd's bit whenever he goes on Conan O'Brien.
Conan. That's where
Yeah.
I know it from.
It's his thing.
But I didn't know it until this last year, actually.
Yeah, I think I put you on.
You turned me on.
Like a light switch.
Yeah.
Bad song.
I can ride my bike with no light switch.
Bad song.
You love handlebars. But we watched Mac and Me from 1988. And before we get into it, you're drinking beers.
Sure.
I put on my beer for the script here. I just put transaminitis. Lucas, something's wrong with me.
He's dying.
I don't know what's going on. But back in May, I finally established care with a doctor in Billings. I never had a doctor in Missoula either. But they did blood work. They did all the normal stuff. I knew that my blood pressure was a little high. I got meds for that. That's better now. But they did the blood work. My liver enzymes were a little high. And I was like, we don't know what it could have been. We could have caught it on just a high day. The night before, we did Nick and Nora the night before. And then Seth and I drank quite a bit afterwards. So I was like, oh, maybe my liver was working overdrive because we drank a bunch the night before. And then I went to the doctor the next morning. But then, so last week I went and checked it out. And my liver enzymes, it was on a Wednesday. So I didn't drink at all for like 4 days. They were even higher than last time. So now I've got to get an ultrasound tomorrow on my liver to see if I've got, like hepatitis or cirrhosis or non-alcoholic fatty liver disease or something.
Or alcoholic fatty liver disease.
But yeah, probably.
Yeah. Is there a chance that it's none
Potentially.
of those?
I don't know. Maybe.
It's more likely that you have something horribly wrong with you.
Maybe you got
Probably.
kicked there.
Kicked in the liver.
Yeah, what if it's just a bruise?
Well, we hope you're all right. So you're not
Yeah.
drinking.
So I'm not drinking just because, why not? Why drink the night before I've got an ultrasound on my liver?
Yeah. It's a good question.
Well, we hope you're better. We hope
Prank
your
the
Thanks.
liver-
doctors.
We hope you're better just so you can get drunk with us again.
I'm going to miss that.
Dr. Pepper, cream soda, zero sugar, Seth,
Just a Coors Light.
and one watermelon truly.
Mm-hmm.
I got one of those sparkling ices,
Those
grape
are
raspberry,
Awesome.
some Ruffles.
Ooh,
Also
what
awesome.
Snacks.
We're loaded tonight, guys.
The
I
favorite
thought you were
ship of
sober.
Chicago.
Hey, Mac and Me.
But let's get into this. Transaminitis.
Transaminitis.
Our director today is Stuart Raffil.
and me.
Love him? Heard of him?
Well, I've heard of him. You
Really?
should know him.
What does he
Seth
do?
knows
know
him. I know him.
Do I personally know him?
What's his name
You
again?
know Stuart Refill.
That does sound familiar.
Have we
I
done
wasn't-
a movie on this podcast?
Seth and I have.
There's two of them. It could be then.
Correct. Lucas has listened to it, so he should know. Stuart Refill's done things such as The Tender Warrior, The Sea Gypsies, The Ice Pirates, The Philadelphia Experiment, Mannequin on the Move, Lost in Africa, The New Swiss Family Robinson, Grizzly Falls, Bad Girl Island, Standing Ovation, and Tammy and the T-Rex.
Oh,
Wow.
dang.
Returner.
Yeah, one of our favorite directors.
returner.
One of our favorite directors. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I love Mannequin on the Moon.
Yeah.
And I know you love Lost in
I
Africa.
thought it was Mannequin on the Move.
It is.
You said moon.
You said moon.
No, I said move.
You said moon.
Did I?
You did. I swear.
Mannequin
Run.
lassos moon.
No. Run the tape. God, never mind.
He said
Brandon
moon.
was wrong.
He said moon.
So yeah, Tammy and the T-Rex coming right back around. I thought you might remember it because when we did it, I was like, Mac and me, and you're like, oh, and I was like, and we're gonna be doing that
Yeah,
soon.
I
but,
should have remembered that.
but you were so drunk.
Bad,
Stupid.
Seth.
You're bad.
Bad.
Damn.
They
dude.
shaved his bat off.
Yeah, they did.
Seth's bald, just so you guys know.
Yeah, tune into Never on the YouTube video. I look like a monster.
Tune into the YouTube
He looks
video and
handsome.
comment on the
Thanks.
bottom. Does he look more like Caillou or Walter White from Breaking
Yeah,
Bad?
get a poll going. Name your favorite or least favorite bald person and
Does
compare
he-
me to them.
The way I phrased it, does he look more like Caillou or Walter White from Breaking Bad? It's like Caillou's also in Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Little syntax.
A titular character in the
He's bad.
Yeah, he's bad.
Yeah, and broken.
I'm broken.
What about the Brooks?
Nice. Manchester by the Sea is what I was quoting.
Never heard of her.
It's not a woman. I mean, Michelle Williams says it, but. And then writer today, you got Stuart Refill. He's done the same stuff that he directed. And then you've also got Steve Feek.
Feet?
Feek.
You said moon.
Shut the fuck up. He's done 16 episodes of Let's Make a Deal.
Wayne Brady?
Yeah. He wrote When a Stranger Calls. He did Hadley's Rebellion. He did Papa Was a Preacher.
Yeah.
He did, yeah, he did. He did Poltergeist 3,
Okay.
Keys to Freedom, 16 episodes of Missing Person, and 11
Nice.
11 Moon episodes
I miss making up
of
numbers.
Beastmaster.
Seems like some hacky shit.
Hacky Sacks.
Get his ass.
You love
This guy seems
Steve
like a
Feek.
fucking nerd.
No, you call him moron. Remember how degrading moron is?
Moron, you're evil.
You idiot.
Bozo.
Bozo, that one doesn't hurt me. I think that's more of a younger generation.
Shut up, Bozo.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't get it.
Dumbass doesn't get you.
Dumbass gets me, kind of. Nah,
What about idiot?
I don't know. That one doesn't anymore.
Moron.
Moron, probably, yeah. Because idiot, I always think is like, that's funny. What a funny thing to say to me.
It's like
Such a
baby
fucking
killer.
moron.
Baby killer would hurt, but like too specific for it to pierce. Did you wait?
Teen stalker.
Teen stalker?
Yeah.
You're getting more specific with it.
Do you like being called that? That's my question.
No,
Oh, okay.
of course not.
And that's our writers. Then you got a big cast. You got Christine Ebersole.
Mm.
Yep.
You got
That's it.
Jonathan Ward. You've got Tina Caspery, Lauren Stanley, Jade Allegory, Vinny Torrenti, Martin West, Ivan J. Rado, and the debut of Jennifer Aniston.
Where?
She's just like an extra on the street somewhere. Like she's on like some corner. She doesn't have any lines, but she's like
It's gotta be
singing
a
in it.
kid.
Yeah, she's a teen during it, I think.
Oh, so Seth was stalking her around this time.
Is that why?
She was a 16-year-old on the corner.
This is the second time we've brought up Jennifer Aniston that wasn't really in the movie we were
Yeah,
doing.
wasn't she in Mel?
No, it was
something like
Leprechaun
that?
4 that Brandon
was
brought
it.
it up.
What was it with Leprechaun 4?
Because she was in like the original one.
Oh, in
And your
Leprechaun.
question in the beginning was, do you guys like Jennifer Aniston?
That's right.
And this is another time you brought her up and she's like, she wasn't in the movie.
No, she was.
Yeah, I know, but she wasn't. Walking in the background of the movies and like
She's
being
walking
a
in the
movie.
foreground.
I don't know what the difference is.
4 is close and a number.
4.
Back is a body part and in the back.
You're right.
One you yell during golf, the other you yell when
During
something
sex.
Like at a dog. It's trying to
is.
get me.
Which one are you yelling during sex, Lucas?
Back. Get a whip. You demon! She's trying.
You're
To fuck me
you're
so
t-
badly. I have to keep her
You're
away.
telling her to get back. You're not telling like where she should come.
No,
Back.
No.
Speaking of demons, I wrote a poem about a demon playing poker with a cowboy for my
Ooh.
English class.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Do you have it?
I do. It's
You
a little,
have it.
it's embarrassing because it's meant to show ideas of figurative language, so it's pretty bad. But he
you
wins
don't
a
have
rifle of gold.
Nice.
Heavily influenced. Yeah, and he cheats to do it.
Some American folklore.
Yeah.
Nice.
By L. Ron Pookie.
Lorenz.
That's me.
Buzzard.
Elron Dookie.
Pookie.
Pookie.
name.
So yeah, that's a good cast. And then a plot.
Pookas.
Nice. An alien trying to escape from NASA is befriended by a wheelchair-bound boy.
It was a big part of
Boo.
the movie.
It was him being in a wheelchair?
Yeah.
Didn't need to be.
That was almost
They
more
weren't
important
friends
than the
for
aliens,
a long
though.
time.
They weren't friends for a long time, but they sure were for a good time.
That's nice.
Up until the death.
Yeah. We'll get into that, though.
We'll get there.
Death in the family.
Poll right now. Comments on the YouTube. Who do you think dies? Hint,
Seth.
it's not Jennifer Aniston.
Seth, yeah.
Seth's hair died.
That's true.
And then some history. I've got a little history for you.
Hairstory? How could you?
He did it again.
Brandon, you're pronouncing everything the wrong way and somehow making it a Freudian slip into calling me a bald dumbass.
I've got some baldery. I mean history. Sorry, it just came out that way.
Bald story.
Yeah. Mac and Me is a 1988 American sci-fi film. The film flopped.
It's true.
Remember that. And was panned by critics partly due to plotlines similar to E.T. the Extraterrestrial from 1982, as well as its elaborate product placement of McDonald's and Coca-Cola. Producer R.J. Lewis had previously worked on advertising campaigns with McDonald's and had an association with the charitable arm Ronald McDonald House Charities. He explained that at the time, Ronald McDonald was even more well-known than Santa Claus, but that E.T. was close behind Santa, and thus felt that the next generation needed an E.T. of their very own. While regarded as one of the worst films ever made, it has become a cult film, and due to its poor reception, Orion Pictures canceled the planned sequel.
Damn.
So they won't be back.
I like that he's like, we need, yeah, exactly. We'll be back soon. I like that he's like, E.T. came out 6 years before. This generation needs a new one.
They have Grimace. What's wrong with them?
Ooh.
He's pretty much E.T.
Do your grimace.
What?
Hey,
Seth.
Hey, Grimace.
How you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Oh,
I didn't mean to scare you, Grimace. I'm sorry.
all right.
Boogly boogly hip hop woo.
Is that what he sounds like?
Yeah.
I didn't even know he talked. I mean, I did because of the
Oh, yeah.
show, but I thought outside of that he like didn't talk.
None of them
Pretty
really
chatty
talked.
character. So this isn't our first McDonald's property we've covered then.
No. If you go back to our TV talks, the Santa Clauses.
Do you think those shot up along with YouTube views because of the Grimace Shake?
Ooh, maybe.
I
Yeah.
bet.
I bet too.
We
Those are
beat
the
it
most
there.
popular YouTube videos.
We inspired the Grimace. McDonald's saw, we're like,
Yeah.
shit, we need to
We
go
could
back.
do something insane. Asinine.
Next year it's the Hamburglar shake.
Sell it
It's
to
ham
people.
flavored.
Dude, that would be the best thing. You
The
could do.
Hamburglar.
That's what Denny's do. They just put bacon on everything.
IHOP did
A
IHOP.
birdie flavored soda.
Bacon
It just
flavor?
tastes like chicken.
Birdie.
Birdie.
Ooh. Is she the chicken?
She's the bird.
Right.
And then there were the chicken nuggets.
Chicken.
Then there was Sunday the dog.
Right. Sunday
Ronald.
flavored Sunday.
And then there were just the humans that were
Franklin and
They're
yeah.
just guys. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What was the girl's name? I can't remember the girl's name.
Shit ass.
Alicia, she's black. I don't remember.
Shit ass.
Or Quanda.
Raquanda shit ass Alicia.
That's good.
That was her name. But yeah, not our first McDonald's property. We love a good McDonald's product placement. Also, do you think Ronald McDonald was more popular than Santa Claus? Morb, sorry.
Could have been close.
I don't know how you quantify that.
Do you think E.T. was third?
Yeah, I don't think it was close. I think Santa's the most popular.
I don't know. He peters out around 9 or 10.
But you still know him.
You grow to hate him.
I guess, like,
Resent
ideally.
him.
Do you grow to hate him, or do you grow to hate what you've become?
I think as far as hate goes, there's not really
Both.
a distinction. Yeah.
All of it, yeah. You let it consume your soul and it spews out like a volcano at times. You know.
Like a hate torpedo.
And it just bubbles up every so often at work.
Santa Claus, my hatred for Santa Claus and myself all the time just boils out of me like a hate torpedo. I can't stand it.
Boiling.
Sometimes it's a love triangle. But that is my history. So now, if you're doing the books,
Let's go.
Check the dime.
Give him a check.
I think that's our best episode. I've been listening through them again. I think that's
Even Dwarfs.
Yeah. I think Robert sends it over the top.
I was going back to different ones and listening to. I was in the car when we went to Subway to get our dinner. I was listening to Moonfall again. And I told Seth, Moonfall kind of rocks as an episode.
It's a good episode.
We were going wild on that one. What if it's 69.1 and the guy had to get up from the 69 and take a shit, so he's on the other side of the bed now. 69.7, he's holding a gun now.
Deranged.
This is Moonfall?
This is Moonfall budget.
Absolutely deranged.
But it is budget time. And let's play a game called Guess the Dime.
Do you have a budget?
I do. It's always
You
a fair
squirrely fella.
It's always a fair question. We laughed in Taming the T-Rex when Regan was on, because she made up her own song that was like, there's a budget for this movie or whatever. And Seth was like, and she's like, I listened to this podcast. He's like, and if you do, you know that a movie like this almost definitely doesn't have a budget. So you just lied to everybody. But this one does have one. So
Really threw it under the bus.
I know. Seth,
Yeah.
guess.
I'm calculating.
Static.
Yeah. I don't know what that was. 12.6 million.
Okay.
Thousand million.
Okay.
A lot of dough there, Chief. I'm gonna say 7. I don't even think it's that. I'll say 4 million.
That's probably a better answer.
One of you guys is so close.
Can I change?
It's a 13 million.
No way. No fucking way, dude.
13 million.
I'm
You're
a genius.
you're within $500,000 on Mac and me.
Of all the movies.
You're like, can I change?
I'm voice of the people.
That's so
The
many.
Stupid people.
In 1988,
Yeah.
Man,
the
That's a
shit box.
That's a $35 million film today.
Stuart Rafiki really in his bag for this one.
Yeah, this
and
movie would
I've
have cost $400 million today.
Inflation's crazy.
And I've got all of the box office. stuff,
Oh.
too. So Lucas, opening weekend.
Oh,
Oh,
hate it.
He's in pain.
3 million.
3 million.
900,000.
One of you guys is so close.
We're both pretty close.
It's a 2.1 million.
Damn.
Eat it,
We're
Seth.
both really close.
Yeah,
We
you
talk
both
about
really were.
1.1.
1.3 and 900,000 off.
I got the number wrong in my head. All right, let me guess. Let me add them.
U.S. and Canada, get them, boy.
4.7 million.
Okay, Lucas.
He wouldn't.
5.9.
One of you guys is so close.
We're both close then.
It's a 6.4 million.
What?
We've been within a million on every single one of these. This is crazy.
That's pretty good.
And Lucas worldwide.
6.4.
Okay.
What was it?
The U.S. and Canada,
Yeah.
6.4.
Damn it. I can't win, probably. 6.41.
One of you guys is so close. And is right. It's Lucas.
And is right. Ah, that's cheating. You let him go first.
Oh, jazz hands. He got you. He got you with the
Jazz
spirit
hands?
fingers.
Oh my god.
How's it feel to get spirit fingered? Ooh.
Might not feel too bad. Yeah. But it's a ghost? Technically not penetration?
Yeah,
It's a man.
That might feel okay.
It's a
But
man.
it's a man. Okay.
It's
What
not
if
a female ghost.
If I close my eyes and I pretend it's a girl ghost, I think it'll feel the same. That's a ghostly hole. Glory hole. I don't know. I had to use the restroom.
It's
Do you
a
have any taglines?
Ghostly glory hole?
No, ghostly hole.
Yes, I do have taglines. I've got 3 of them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And I put them as bullet points so they're easier for you to read at the bottom.
Bullet points.
Can you guess the doint?
There's so many words that rhyme with point.
And I said doint.
Oh
Doint.
my god.
So sometimes I'm the moron.
Sometimes. Sorry.
It's his liver. Don't make fun of him.
My liver makes me dumb when it's acting up.
Fucking drooling. Like a moron.
His liver's
Like
the
a-
size of a fucking cantaloupe. Pushing on his brain.
I'm sitting here making fun of him. We gotta palpate his liver. Sorry, I'm having a good time. First tagline:
Not a long time.
How 2 boys worlds apart. Let me start that over.
What the fuck did you do? How 2 boys worlds apart?
It's not proper punctuation, dude. How 2 boys, comma, worlds apart would have been nice, comma again, become the best of friends. It looks like you're supposed to say how 2 boys worlds apart become the best of friends.
That is how you're supposed to say it.
That's how he talks.
How 2 boys, worlds apart, become the best of
How
friends.
2 boys worlds become apart best.
The friends.
Friends.
So there's that one. Eric's new in the neighborhood. Mac's new on the planet.
Who?
There's no question mark, but I actually kind of like that tagline. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Out
Spicing
of this, it's a nice one. I love a little wordplay. Out of this world and into your heart.
It's pretty
Not-
generic.
Not bad though.
I like number 2.
Yeah, number 2, my lord.
Number 2 with fries, please. Let's see.
Nice.
Our own taglines. Is that what's up for menu?
Yes. Good pun.
Dax Shepard and me. Sorry,
No,
Dax Shepard and me in the ring fighting for Kristen Bell's love.
that's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And junkie
torch his
dependency.
ass. Yeah, we're fighting for that too. Who gets to be addicted and not be made fun of for it? Who gets it to be socially normal?
And shave their head.
Mm-hmm.
A tagline of our own, we say.
Get your
We're
own
skipping
mental
that
breakdown,
one.
Dax.
Yeah. We're skipping Seth, so
A
You just
Mac
come up
on
with a new
Titan
one.
and me.
I got skipped.
you gotta make a new one.
Okay.
A Mac on my Titan and me.
What?
No.
Like Attack on Titan.
Oh.
No, you gotta do a new one too.
What is this power he has today? The veto power and the tagline.
How about Big Mac and me?
I was gonna say I'm Mac loving it.
Well, he has to skip
That
that,
works.
right?
Yeah.
There's no way.
No, mine
He-
works.
He
No, it
he
doesn't.
vetoed the skip. We can't.
He vetoed the skip, so now we can't make him skip it.
Yeah.
I
I'm
second.
outraged.
This is our auction based one. Remember, we get a veto and then a.
That's right.
No, you
That's-
still have to let me design that episode.
That's the thing, is you shouldn't have to design an episode.
How about like
That's crazy.
an alien more illegal than any immigrant you've ever met?
Too political. You gotta go again.
Too charged.
How about chicken nuggets? Not for this guy. He wants your friendship
And a Coke.
and some Coke.
Yeah.
What about
This bug-eyed freak isn't the only one doing Coke on Hollywood movie sets.
that's good.
That one works.
I'm the bug-eyed freak doing Coke, I think. And then Mac is
You
just,
and Dax
he's
Shepard.
drinking. Yeah.
Max Shepard.
No, if you do Dax again, he's gonna fucking dox me.
That's right. He's gonna Dax you.
He's gonna Dax me and
He's
give people
Daxing.
my address because I made a bad joke.
You know, this should be really easy. Mac is an easy thing to rhyme with, and
Yeah, flak jacket and me. I'm on the front lines.
ooh,
Yeah.
Full Metal Mac it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I think we got it.
I think
Yeah.
we got it. That's
Yeah.
the winner.
I think so. I think whatever Lucas said is probably what it was.
I was trying to come up with
Yeah.
And whatever. It
I was trying to come up with actually
Good
something
call.
good, but I couldn't.
I thought I came up with something good. A bug-eyed freak doing Coke, but it was Mac and not
It's already back
Gary
too long.
Busey. No, I'm
Your
saying
name-
a bug-eyed
your name-
freak doing Coke is the only thing, and then I just explain it in parentheses.
You name drop Gary Busey in your tagline. Doing
Yeah.
coke on the street like Gary Busey, the movie.
He's
Yeah,
not in it.
That'd be funny. They did Being John Malkovich. You can do Being Gary Busey. And
Doing coke on the
yeah,
street.
you just lose your mind watching the movie.
He did have a
It's-
head injury. from
It's not a
motorcycle
movie. You just
accident.
set your hair on fire, and yeah, you get in a motorcycle accident.
Okay.
Gary Busey, the movie.
Well, that is our taglines, which means we can get into our facts.
Facts.
I mean, there's obviously Max, Fat Max and me,
Yeah.
Facts and me.
How about we get back in the Gary Busey hate train and just make something disparaging about him?
All right, yeah. Let's hopefully Gary Busey dies 2023.
Yeah, this is the year, fingers crossed.
Facts.
Gary abusive relationship. Fuck that guy. Maybe a different celebrity.
Okay,
Gary
like John Bon
White
Jovi.
Busey.
Yeah, we could do something about Bon Jovi. This is the year 2023. Bon Jovi dies.
He dies. He perishes.
Yeah, Bon Jovi parachutes out of a plane, but little does he know, I severed all the cords.
Little did
Ooh.
he Bon Jovi too hard.
He bungee jumped.
The latex condom hooked to a dread. His parachute.
Damn.
To control.
Yeah, the end of the Kendrick verse.
Brandon, it was 5G's too high for Brandon. He's too busy bumping Pac in the cockpit. We did that in our hip hop class on Friday. That's how it's fresh in my mind.
You got hip hop class?
What are
I
you guys
teach
even
that, yeah.
referencing right now?
Don't tell him. Nobody tell him.
Don't tell him.
We
Tell-
said it already too. Is the
tell me.
thing.
I heard
We
it
go
was
for the-
something Kendrick.
It is Kendrick.
Tell me.
Not-
No.
Anna Kendrick.
Anna Kendrick
Anna
Lamar
Kendrick.
Odom,
In the last 5 years.
The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
Facts though.
Uh,
Don't do that.
about passion.
Is that
Passion of the
it?
facts.
Yeah. Oh,
That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's the winner.
Passion of the facts.
I second. I guess I first because I put it out there. But
I just said the word passion. I don't think I get credit for that. I get a producer's credit for that.
Passion of the facts for Mac and me, which would be one of the easiest ones we could just make a pun off
Yeah.
of. But
She macking on me till I fact.
till I fact it.
Uh,
Lucas hates.
No, I saw his face. You didn't have to tell
Let's
me.
do Passion of the Facts.
Yeah, or facting of the Christ. It's
That's
like you're
also good.
Fucking him.
No,
Okay, just fucking
The-
of the
the
Christ.
first
fucking
one.
of
Probably the first one.
Passion of the Facts.
All right, I'm gonna use the bathroom. You guys have fun.
Movie. It's fact time.
it's fact time.
My first fact for you is that Jade Caligari, who played Eric, has spina bifida in real life and uses a wheelchair.
That's shocking to be honest with me. To be honest with you.
Seth was asking the whole time. He's like, "Do you think he actually uses a wheelchair in real life?" Because he was like, "He's doing pretty good in this wheelchair."
It makes sense. I thought he had his legs because of the scene where he's swimming, but that obviously must have been a double, which makes complete sense too. So good on him. Good on McDonald's. He has a little Spinosaurus as their main actor.
Jesus Christ. I knowing this fact was kind of looking for signs and whatnot. And there was one part where he's like lying in his bed and his legs are just straight angled like the opposite direction. I was like, oh, okay. Like his toes are all like crossed over each other. I was like, he clearly doesn't have feelings in his lower.
Yeah, drop foot.
How's your drop foot going?
It's better. It's a little bit better. Not all the way better, but a little bit better.
Did you take any of my recommendations?
I iced it and took Advil.
Good start.
Whatever that was.
Good start. That's the same thing.
And I prayed to the sun god like you told me to.
That was the first thing I told you. You got to pray to the sun god. Got a little drop foot. Your knees hurt. Your thighs are hurting.
A little acetaminophen.
Acetamethamphetamine.
Yeah, it works right out.
My next fact, passion of the fact, is that, and you'll know this if you watch the movie, but MAC for Mac and Me is an acronym for mysterious alien creature.
It sure is.
Another direct correlation to E.T.
Extraterrestrial and NASCAR as well.
What does NASCAR stand for?
Let's find out together.
Stands for Nitrous Asphalt
National
Serendipity
Association, actually, Brandon, for stock car auto racing.
Stock car auto racing. Okay.
They NAS.
And they car.
It's Nas's cars.
They use so much Nas.
Next. Yeah.
When Steven Spielberg was once asked if he was tempted to take legal action against the filmmakers for copying the story of his beloved film E.T., he jokingly said he didn't want to get blamed for making anybody else watch it in order to make comparisons between them.
Oof. The king's sneak disses.
Right?
It's pretty easy target. Yeah, I think he knows there's not a whole lot of harm being done. So probably just makes people want to watch his but more.
By 1988, what had he done? He had done Close Encounters and Jaws and E.T. He had done Indiana Jones.
I think 2 of those. I think he did Empire of the Sun. I think he did Pearl Harbor. No,
Pearl Harbor was in
1941.
There.
Pearl Harbor's the Michael Bay one, yeah.
Yeah, he hadn't hit Jurassic Park yet because that was 93. I mean, his filmography's still deep by this point. He hadn't done Schindler's. He hadn't done Saving Private Ryan. War Horse, Lincoln.
They sent a horse to war.
I mean, why? That's crazy. That's crazier than Mac and Me. They sent a fucking horse to war.
You gotta start over.
The kid actually has spina bifida and uses a wheelchair in real life.
Okay, continue.
MAC is an acronym
for
mysterious alien creature.
Yeah.
Spielberg said that he wasn't going to sue because he didn't want anybody else to have to watch this to make the comparisons.
Funny.
Those are the 3. And they sent a horse to war.
Why was the acronym in fact?
Because I didn't know that if they were going to say it in the film when I made the script.
Oh, fair.
Fact.
Why'd they send a horse to war?
His war horse, baby.
Oh, right.
How many Spielberg films can you name?
Jurassic Park.
Okay.
Schindler's Kiss. The
nice.
Porn. Just fucks all the Jews.
Jesus.
No.
What the fuck?
E.T.
So that's it. That's all you can name?
Yeah, because Lucas did Indiana Jones. No,
he
sorry,
George
did that.
I didn't do that.
Lucas did Indiana Jones, right?
No.
That was Spielberg?
Yeah.
Okay. Then also he did Star Wars.
No.
That was
Lucas.
Raimi.
What about the one where the horse goes to war?
War Horse?
Yeah. You got it. Didn't he do Bridge of Spies?
Mm-hmm.
Did he do Bridge over River Kwai?
No.
You sure?
He did West Side Story.
He did. He did The Fabelmans.
He did Fabelmans.
He did The Sound of Music.
He did The Post.
I was just about to say he did The Post.
He did Manchester by the Sea.
No.
He did AI. He did War of the Worlds.
Is AI the one with no, I'm thinking of like Kubrick's last film.
Was that War of the Worlds, the Tom Cruise one? He did
AI.
that?
He did do that.
Oh, interesting.
He did Tintin.
Adventures of Tintin. I really liked the War of the World of Tom Cruise, but
Well, there you go.
It was nominated, or Tom Cruise was nominated for Worst Actor at the Razzies for it, and I was like, "What?"
Nice.
Well, they get things wrong sometimes.
Wait, so AI was the one I'm thinking about then.
It was supposed to be
Kubrick's
last movie. Yeah, and then he died, and then Spielberg's like, "I got you, homie."
And then he made. I liked it as a kid, but I don't know. It was kind of panned, I thought.
It's a good movie, I think.
I liked it.
Well, there we go. A lot of Steven Spielberg history there. Yep. Next, passion of the facts is that whenever Paul Rudd appears on Late Night with Conan O'Brien, he would pretend to have brought a clip for his newest film, but he would always instead show the scene from Mac and Me of Eric rolling off a cliff and falling into the water. Rudd has done the joke for many years, even when promoting Ant-Man. The first time he showed the clip, he was promoting Friends and promised to show a scene from the finale. Coincidentally, Jennifer Aniston does have a small role in this too, but in 2022, he was a guest on Conan O'Brien's podcast. And as this was a strictly audio medium, Conan was caught totally by surprise when after a long and involved story from Rudd about a non-existent work project that he claimed to be working on, he played the same clip from Mac and Me. He's like, this is a audio medium. Nobody can see this clip. They don't know.
He got him.
He can sell it.
It was when I watched The Friends, because it takes Conan by surprise so much. He's like, wow,
there's no way it surprised Conan after a while.
The first three times,
couple,
maybe.
Yeah. And the Ant-Man one took him by surprise big time, because Conan O'Brien's like, okay, we have to make this clear. You brought the producers here with you. Marvel's like a big time company. They're going to be very mad if you don't promote this film. So here it is. And they started showing Ant-Man. They played Ant-Man, but then they would Photoshop a tiny Paul Rudd in the Ant-Man into Mac and Me. Like when he hears the whistle on the edge of the cliff and he's looking over, you see a tiny Paul Rudd just in the grass, and that's what he's trying to look over and see. So shit Ant-Man. Like that. And then they played it, and he's like, God damn it, you've been doing this for 16 years. He's like, okay, actually I have to play it. So then they started playing Ant-Man, and then it did the same fucking thing. But the Friends one was hilarious, because this is the biggest show at the time. It's the finale. Everybody's like, oh shit. And they play it. He's like, I really did not expect that scene to come up in the Friends finale. It's funny. Yeah. And next, Coca-Cola and McDonald's backed this movie, thus the number of numerous references to both of these products. And part of the film's box office, like I said, was donated to the Ronald McDonald House Charities.
Woo.
Pretty easy, funds, even though it lost money.
Pretty easy write-off for McDonald's and Coke. How much are they pulling in on a day?
Oh,
it was $6 million on a little project. Gets the brand awareness out there. It
doesn't matter.
13 million.
It does not matter. They made their money's worth.
Yeah,
and it's okay
when they funded Elaine May's Ishtar.
Mm-hmm.
That's when they got their money.
That's art.
Yeah, that's art. Next, as a criticism of the film's gratuitous product placements, the Razzies, I guess this is part of my next one anyway, but awarded Ronald McDonald the prize of Worst New Star. As of 2020, Ronald's the only fictional character to win a Razzie.
That's awesome.
He stuck around, though. He has some legs.
He has legs, you're right.
McDonald. Big legs.
And then awards. Razzies had several. It won Worst Director for Stuart Raffill, Worst New Star, Ronald McDonald playing himself, Worst Picture, it was nominated, and Worst Screenplay, it was nominated. And then
strong showing. Strong showing.
Yeah, Razzies. And then Young Artist Awards, Best Young Actress. There are two Best Young Actresses, actually. So I'm guessing Debbie and...
Best?
Yeah, Best Young Actress Award. in a motion picture, comedy, or fantasy. All of these are nominees, but Best Young Actor, Best Young Actress, Best Young Actress, and Best Family Animation or Fantasy Motion Picture.
Do they have Best MILF Actress in these?
Best MILF Actress for the mom?
Do they have those as awards?
I don't think so.
Weird.
Are the two Best Young Actress the Debbie and her older sister?
Courtney
McDonald's worker? She didn't do much.
She did enough.
She was a looker.
Don't even get Seth started. He started Googling the instant. He's stalking this team.
Uh-oh, better look out.
I
live near a McDonald's.
Well, I'll take you. Never give you back. I'm Seth.
I've got candy.
It's a good impression of me.
And then
put you in a basket.
My last one is on the IMDb bottom 100.
Wow.
This one is officially on it at number 70, but with all of the additions, it's number 77. Now I forgot to put it in here with all the other ones, but
we've seen 7 unofficial worst 100 movies of all time.
Yeah, because there's Bigfoot versus DB Cooper, Birdemic 2,
doing coke off camera,
Bobbleheads. Space Chimps 2, Skateboard Kid, Star Wars Holiday Special, all of these. And Gooby.
And Gooby.
And then there's also Cats, there's Birdemic, there's The Hottie and the Naughty, there's Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas. We've got all of these.
Can't believe you just have these off rip sitting in your brain all day.
Off rip the skateboard?
From Skateboard Kid.
Number 45? I don't remember what it is. That would have been good.
I would have felt bad for you. For having all that information ready to go.
That's where it's at. Oh no, there's 8 because Santa with Muscles is in there now too, so it's 78.
What?
Yeah, that's like number 29.
But we've reclaimed that.
We have, but I'm gonna have to update my Instagram post that I did. Remember when I made that story? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back through our Snapchat messages. And when we did that wine thing where we were doing the heist, I'm going to take a screenshot of all of those fucking things and post it into a giant story on our Instagram page.
You're going to make that a giant story? The one where our heist was to sexually assault the prime minister?
Yeah.
That was your idea.
That was your idea. I just read those recently.
So much fun. What's the next big hit, boss?
Yeah. Lucas goes, we're going to sexually assault Boris Johnson.
What?
Like, Brandon, you're the master fondler. You got to get in there.
But I was addicted to Coke. Like, don't worry, I've been sober for 2 weeks. I'm good.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun. It was like Thanksgiving, and Devin comes in. And he's like, "I'm just a little bit less sad now. Thank you."
It was winter. He's super depressed. Thanks, guys. I'm a little better now.
Yeah, it was great.
I think I'm gonna do that with that. But that is gonna end our passion of the facts. Can you guess the Dax?
Nice.
The doink
style.
The doink.
The doink. Fucking stupid. I love it.
You moron.
Dumbass.
Bozo.
Bozo the clown. See, it doesn't get you.
I don't feel anything. I feel dead. It tickled me.
You felt it. Oh my God, the Cowboys defense now has me 32 points at half.
Wow, you don't even need an offense.
You really don't. They're up 28-0.
They haven't touched the field.
Nice. But we can get into the Jinjo. Jinjo.
You can't sit there.
He loves it there.
Meow.
The meowies.
The meowies.
Oh, I'm Jinjo in boots.
Boots?
On God.
On God, that cat's in boots.
With the fur.
What if
on guard?
What if Nicole was a fencer?
But she said on God a lot.
Do you think she would be a better cat or a better fencer?
Probably a fencer.
You think?
Yeah, she's a human right now.
Industrious. She could put up some fence posts pretty quickly, I bet. She's got some good leverage.
So. I think the transition to cat would be harder than the transition to manual labor.
You think?
Yes.
But she's good at digging. She is good at digging holes because she lives from a land down under.
That's true. But she usually digs up, so it might be a little bit harder.
You're right. She's building a fence above her head.
Yeah. No, when you're in Australia, you're digging up towards us.
No, she's a ghost.
What?
No, to keep ghosts out above her.
Oh.
I thought she said she was a ghost. I thought she was going to be the woman ghost that was spirit fingering Seth.
As a man.
Nicole Kidman as a man, as a ghost.
Right.
Spirit fingering you.
Or a fencer.
Or a fencer.
I hardly know her.
Spirit fingering you with the sword.
With, the rapier.
That's what it is. Ugh.
Yeah. Jackson's rapier.
She's rapiering you as a ghost?
The male ghost.
As a male ghost? Ooh.
Yeah. I think we
nailed that.
Nailed it.
The movie starts off on a foreign planet with stupid-faced aliens walking around using tools.
I like them.
You liked their faces?
Yeah, I like their sort of movement pattern.
Did you like the way their heads moved?
Yeesh.
The kind of I liked it.
I hated the way they moved.
Really good at it.
Yeah,
I hated it.
He was really good at how bad it looked.
Yeah.
But they're using tools to get water from the ground when the spaceship lands on the planet.
It's not tools, it's a straw.
It was a straw. Yeah. That's a tool.
It's not water.
Did you think it gave a little bit of 2001: A Space Odyssey vibe?
I did.
To Desert Planet.
I did.
Seth immediately goes,
I like the desert stuff a lot. Surprised? Are you guys surprised that I really like the desert stuff?
He loves it, and I'm not surprised at all.
Is that like a classic Lucas thing? You like the desert?
It's just artsy and esoteric.
It did look kind of nice as an opening shot.
Until
you see the little fuckers.
Just immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, immediately. You're like, where's the monolith?
Oh, yeah. Where's the monolith?
Right away. But
monolith, but you don't know talisman?
I don't know talisman. Except I almost didn't say monolith, and I almost said mausolesk.
It's not monolith either way.
Monolith.
Yeah, you said isk.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you said monolith.
Am I just fucking up my speech?
I swear to God you did. But you listen
He's fucking with you. He's messing with us.
He is again.
A Tesselman.
You've gaslighted like 4 different words now. Brandon, it's to be a compliment that we don't believe you. You're a smart enough guy to know it's not Tesselman.
I know what a monolith is.
You've seen the word.
I did not know what a talisman is, okay? Pissed. I didn't know. That's why I kept writing Tesla. I kept typing it into
digging
my notes.
Up north in this. Digging your heels up north.
Yeah.
Are you Australian?
I was going to say I'm Nicole Kidman.
Digging up?
Yeah.
Every time you say Tesselman?
Yeah.
And pretend you mean it?
I do mean it. I didn't know the word talisman.
Get him. Somebody.
This is a year-old debate.
Arrest this man.
This started a year ago.
I don't care when it started. It's never gonna end.
But these aliens, as the spaceship lands, they keep whistling at each other. They do this little thing with their hands. The Jinjo 5757 on the YouTube. And then as this thing lands, they just start throwing rocks at the rover. It's got an American flag on it.
It's NASA.
It's
the
NASA.
National Association for Stock Association.
Nicole Kidman here.
The National Aeronautic Space Administration?
Correct.
Yeah.
Aeronautics and Space Administration, yeah.
And while the parents aliens give rocks to the spaceship to like pick up, it was you were upset with it because you're like, this thing's picking up rocks, but it can't see that the aliens are giving it to it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, there's like a little camera looking. No, it was a vacuum.
Yeah.
It comes out, sucks up the little baby alien, and then the whole family gets sucked in too, and the ship flies back into space. And the sucking thing, their body stretches big time.
Oh, yeah. They don't have any bones, I don't think.
It's like full like Space Jam, like being sucked into the Gulf hole.
Yeah, they're more like space jelly, though, if you know what I mean.
Space marmalade.
Were they harmed or not then while this happens?
Harmed?
They were bricked up.
I don't think they were harmed, no. I think they're like really elastic, stretchy, resilient creatures is the thing they're going for.
They've got the hands of like that little sticky thing that you slap on things.
Yeah, they do.
They are elastic. And they have warts.
They do have warts, too.
That's true, which means we don't have to care about their pain because they're ugly.
No! Jesus.
Brandon.
But I didn't say that.
You implied it.
I didn't. Seth literally openly said that. Jinjo!
I was just saying what you were implying.
No. You said they have
He's the
awards. I
translator.
agreed with you. You said the shit, and then I said I disagreed.
What does that really mean, Seth? What did he really say?
I'm the asshole whisperer, and it means what I said he means.
Yes. Good job.
You called them ugly, and you said they had
what
more.
he's saying that he means what he means.
Listen, man, if you're going to acknowledge somebody's blemishes, I'm going to acknowledge what you think about those blemishes and what they imply for your,
worldview.
Yes, thank you. I couldn't think of a word. Any word. Not even just the one I wanted.
My brain went dead.
I was clearly dead.
Reflecting on there.
It just goes numb. Bigger spelling all over.
You okay, Seth?
Yeah. Be a good prank to die for a couple seconds. Anyway. No, I don't think they were hurt. I think it does matter even if they are ugly.
2 a.m. video. Watch me as I prank Vishnu as I play dead.
That's right.
But they get sucked up. They're heading back to Earth, and on Earth, some scientists are examining the rover in a lab. Everything's going smoothly until they open the 9th sector of this little lander, and things begin to just blow up. A little baby
electricity storm.
Exactly. Smoke's going everywhere. Baby alien sneaks out and runs away, and all the other aliens are making their presence known as everyone sees them. They're just like, do you think
they're never in a hurry to go anywhere?
Do you think Mac running away was faster or than the alien from Alien after it popped onto the screen, onto the table, and then scurried off the table?
That shit's so funny.
Yeah, it wasn't as fast as that.
I don't think so. At least not as comically fast.
Lucas, do you remember during the bracket when we consulted a Dracula and we had it picked between Alien and the Florida Project? They said, I picked the Alien because it's a classic space horror film and it features a memorable creature.
Yeah. Thank you, Dracula.
Thank you, Dracula. Oh man. Bleh.
Bleh.
Dracula, don't be scared, but also I love movies.
I love cinema.
I just couldn't blend the two, so just said obvious parts of both. Don't be afraid, my precious, but also movies.
I'll suck your blood, but let's talk favorite directors.
Fucking ass.
So, little baby alien is out on the run. Dad alien has some serious power as he uses an electric shock from his hands to break down this gated door and kind of just walk out of there. And baby alien is cornered by the army and starts to run up to an electric fence and grabs onto it and is just being shocked for dear, hanging on.
It's funny. He's in so much pain. Jinjo, get out of here.
And speaking of pain, he eventually gets blown off the electric fence into a little, almost like traffic. A roly-poly wheel thing, rolls into traffic, gets hit by a car.
Splat, yeah.
Awesome. Flattened onto this windshield of the car. And this little kid's screaming, he's seeing its smushed face, and then they end up driving into a pole or a bush or something. He goes flying off, and then this giant car wreck. One car did a jump and landed on another car. People were dead for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then they try to no, nothing to see here, folks. Everybody's fine.
Everybody's okay. The guys back there, that car is flattened.
Yeah.
And so everybody's examining the scene of what's going on. Little baby alien's able to sneak around and hop into a van that has our main family. It's got Mom, it's got Michael, it's got Eric, our wheelchair boy.
Mom, son, moon,
alien. Mac. And so he's in their car. They're driving off into the night. An FBI agent stopped their car for a second, was like, let me look in your car. He didn't find anything, so he didn't look very good.
No, because Max was sitting in the back seat.
He's literally sitting in the back seat.
Out, yeah.
He was panting. He was sad.
Yeah, because his family's gone.
He's so sad because his family's gone, and then you cut to alien family all in the desert together. I don't know where they were living initially, but they got to the desert fast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it looks like it's maybe California. or something, or maybe
the Californians
or Texas, maybe
Tejas.
Did they ever say where they were? It looked like Los Angeles highways.
They ended up in California.
Yeah. I guess I don't know how long they were driving for.
Correct.
So I just assumed they were pretty close.
But it's deserty, so it's probably Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, Nevada, California.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the Southwest. So, shout out Southwest Airlines.
Hey.
But yeah, so they're in the deserts, basically dying. I think they're dehydrated. Although I did say that this desert looks exactly like their home planet is. Now I don't know the climate of their home planet, but they're out there in a desert dying.
No, I was just saying, hey. Yeah, I love the desert scenes. Like I said, these seem very Lynchian. These seem very, like they're of Lynch.
His worldview.
Correct.
Yeah, it was really funny to see them walking, trudging through the desert, like they're sweltering heat, but it looks exactly like the planet they were on 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And it's like El Segundo.
Well, the family moves into their new home in California, and the alien's there too. He made it all the way. He gets into the house and is immediately making himself at home, walking in, trying to avoid all the movers and whatnot. And little hippie neighbor, Debbie, sees him right away. She's like, whoa.
Well, I mean, racist Debbie.
Yeah, wearing the Native American garb.
Going like, ah, la, la, la.
Yeah.
Has a teepee.
I'm communicating with the wind spirit. Okay, Debbie.
Ginger!
Let's get you into some sensitivity training.
He's just been very popular this episode.
And the older brother...
He can't help it.
As they're all making themselves at home, they're in each of their rooms. The older brother is in his room. He's got skateboards and all this cool shit. Yeah. He sees the alien, but the alien's fucking with him because he's wearing his sunglasses every time he takes them off. Alien's gone, puts it back on, it's there. Mom walked right by Lil Mac. She's like, what are you looking at?
So many people have seen him at this point.
I know.
You had to have.
And
Debbie saw him already.
Yeah, and then he makes his way into Eric's room. He makes his way into Eric's room and reaches into his box and steals a family portrait from him. From Eric, sad. And is like,
oh yeah,
looking at it. He's all sad. He's remembering his family.
This is just like my family. I'm gonna keep this
because it makes me sad.
Completely different species. This looks like me.
My dad has this facial hair.
My dad has these warts.
That 8 foot tall alien with a goatee.
It's funny because there's a picture of
precocious baby.
There's a picture of their dad in this, but he never comes up.
No,
it's the mom and the two boys. You'd think
must have died.
Oh, he
must have.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna bring it up because he was in the picture, though.
I'm glad they didn't. That is one thing in movies that you can hit over the head a few too many times.
They could have just left it out.
It's a normal family.
Yeah,
they did leave it out, kind of.
No, they could have left him out of the picture too, though.
But then that implies she struggled and made it on her own.
Yeah, it's kind of a different story then. There's missing your family.
Lou.
Or maybe he's overseas or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about a family missing their dad, and this one it's the family missing their kid. It's parallels instead of single mother helps an alien find refuge in the American.
It says family adopts a weird little boy.
Yeah,
Eric gains a father figure in the dad alien.
Yeah, well, that was kind of what we watched.
Well. Then the alien keeps poking all the electronics in Eric's room, and everything's turning on. RC cars without batteries, TVs without being plugged in, all that good stuff. And Eric is now following the alien footsteps close behind because Mac made himself at home. He took a shower in his bathroom, and he catches a glimpse of him roaming around the house. He tells his family, "I saw a creature." A mysterious little creature, but no one believes him. I saw a creature.
Did you take down the quote about him unplugging the TV?
I don't think so.
Sorry, it was coming into my brain. I was making sure I didn't write it down. But when Max touched all the electronic things, the TV's on. He's like, "What the hell?" So he plugs it in, he unplugs it, and it's like nothing's changing. He's like, "Mom, come check this out." And he unplugs it, and the TV turns off, and she's like, That's awesome.
Good job, honey.
Yeah, great work. He's in a wheelchair.
Good job, disabled
Anything
kid.
he can do.
Yeah.
Anything he can do without legs. She's like, that's incredible.
She's like, anything you can do, I can do better.
Just ease away.
Yeah. That's like a triple axel on some skates. Singing.
Kicks a happy sack.
Aliens on Red Wheel. Backslaps him.
Starts doing high knees.
That'd be awesome.
But Mac, it's nighttime. Nobody believed him. Mac is sleeping out in the backyard when he hears like a howling and comes running up to the door and looks longingly in at the house and the family.
This is when he starts crying.
Huh?
This is when he starts crying.
He's crying at the glass door as they hang the family portrait up on the wall. And he's standing at the door and he just starts going.
I've never cried hanging anything on a wall.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm crying now.
Would have been a good time for the slogan or the theme song.
You know Pusha T did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
He brought that up
like 50 episodes ago. Like one of the first few I was on, I think.
I don't think so.
I need to add some new bits.
Me too. I keep just swearing.
You're good. Moron.
Yeah.
Stop routines.
But so then he starts whistling while watching Eric sleep to try and communicate it with his family, and they hear him from the desert. They've got this little sense with the whistling and the hands. It's just like a radar kind of thing.
They're bats.
You think Pusha T was in Mac and Me?
Yeah, he was standing on the corner of the street. Yeah. She changed her name to Pusha T after this.
So what's the only time they had any black people in the movie?
It was the breakdancing at McDonald's.
Yeah.
You're right.
It was the 80s. How many were there?
That was an old McDonald's. McDonald's might just be racist. I was listening to this podcast. They were talking about how...
our podcast?
Yeah, our podcast. Where we were talking about in the early 2000s, I think, McDonald's had a commercial that was like these black teens communicating with each other through beatboxing. Like that was how they they communicated.
Some urban teens.
Yeah, urban teens.
Spike Lee directed that.
He did. Yeah, he did.
Well, Eric wakes up to his RC car going nuts on its own. So he gets into his wheelchair, he follows it out to the hallway, and then out of nowhere, he's sitting in the hallway watching it because it stops moving. A drill just starts coming through the wall. Almost drills him in the head. He looks through the hole where the drill bit came through, and he sees a little eye.
This next part was very confusing to me because it slow pans over the entire living room. It didn't connect with me that like Mac had fucked everything up and like brought plants and rocks in. It didn't make any sense. I was just like, what a shitty interior design this was. What is this, a talking cat?
It's literally a forest in there.
Yeah, I don't know. How did he bring that stuff in without like being heard or have the strength to do it?
I don't know. He was drilling overnight.
He's drilling, and then he just right after that, he just cuts a hole in a door.
It was funny because I saw that power saw in the living room. I was like, "What's there a power saw in the living room?" Michael started using it immediately.
Yeah. As soon as Brandon asked that, he just starts cutting some wood on the thing. Yeah,
it's Chekhov's power saw. So yeah, the alien uses it correctly without slicing his own fucking alien arm open.
Yeah,
I think it's a different
power
saw. Even I think it was like a bandsaw. I don't even think it was a fucking.
I think it's a gigantic bandsaw that you have to slide something through.
There's handheld ones. That's like a thinner blade.
But an 88?
Huh?
An 88?
Probably, yeah.
Nah,
I'm with Brandon.
I feel like there were a couple different saws in this movie,
Seth
and that makes me laugh.
The big saw.
I'm gonna live my truth.
But cuts holes in the doors and whatnot. Eric was finally able to see Mac through that hole in the door for once, and he knows it's true. And out of nowhere, as he's looking through this hole in the door, his mom comes out and she's like, "What the fuck did you do in my house?"
Yeah, and
it wasn't me. It was a creature.
It was a memorable creature that did this to me. Every time the mom would say something to him, Brandon's like, "You think the wheelchair kid did it?" Every single time. She's accusing him of alien business. Or really, you think the wheelchair kid could have done that?
Brought in a tree from outside into the home?
You're not wrong. It's like every time she said something, we're like, really, you think the wheelchair did it?
Yeah.
It was
not the wheelchair, the wheelchair kid.
Well, yeah, but that was what he kind of was after a while.
Magical wheelchair? Movie idea?
What'd you say,
Yes.
Lucas?
The Spinosaurus. The kid is.
I love the Spinosaurus.
Because he has spina bifida.
I was gonna make that joke earlier. That's so funny.
And
That's
so
great.
You are funny.
Eric is all upset because
No, you said it.
You were gonna make that joke though.
I was.
you're a
Well,
funny guy.
now I feel like I was
Funny.
begging for attention. Yeah.
Well,
I feel
Eric,
like I'm trying to. It's stolen valor now.
you're just catching praise,
No, I'm not. This is so backhanded,
stalking teens.
and I deserve it.
Eric's all upset because his mom yelled at him and accusing him of bringing outside in.
He's
And so
angsty.
he rolls out onto the hilltop side, and as he's like up there, he hears a whistle. He starts to lean forward to see what made the noise, and then he just starts rolling down the mountainside, trying to hit the brakes. Debbie next door sees him. She's like, Eric! And he's just screaming. Breaks his brake.
Yeah.
You're like, why isn't he using his brake? And then immediately uses the brake. It breaks.
There they
He
go.
should have bailed out.
He should have bailed out.
He was buckled though.
He did bail out just off the side of a fucking cliff.
Yeah. A sheer drop.
Because he goes up, just falling as he hits the ground.
Like 100 feet.
Mac pops up. He's like, whoa.
Yeah, because he was just he was sleeping outside under the stars.
And this is the Conan clip
Yeah.
that Paul Rudd
Yeah.
uses.
There he falls in. You
He's
see the
drowning
alien
in the
green
lake,
screen.
and neighbor girl's yelling for help when Mac saves him from drowning. But he does it just before his mom shows up, and she's like, what happened? He's like, the creature did this for me, and he's thinking that mom's thinking the creature pushed you off the cliff. No, he saved him.
He saved me.
Saved his life and his wheelchair, both.
Yeah,
Before I became a memorable ghost.
but she doesn't believe him, so she sends him to a psychiatric
You
doctor.
think he would have to be wheel around in heaven and shit as a ghost?
As a ghost? That's a good question. I think
Depends
if you
on
make
if
it
he was born. Yeah.
I think if you make it to heaven, you get legs. I think if you go to hell, then you have an even worse wheelchair as a ghost.
You don't get a wheelchair.
Yeah, but you still
Just drive
spina
around.
bifida.
The wheelchair has like a dildo in it.
It's
that you
like
have to sit
it's like
on.
the blindness thing, like blindness and dreaming. If you were blind at birth, you can't dream and vision, but if you lost your eyesight, you can still dream and vision.
That's an interesting concept.
It is interesting. How do you dream when you're born blind?
Just like sounds and stuff.
Damn.
Wild.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
shit,
you've
I
never
don't know.
seen anything.
Oh, shit.
Exactly.
You know, I was just thinking of the wheelchair with the dildo in it. We were playing a game when all of Marina's family was here, and we were talking about the massage chairs that probe your butt a little bit.
That get your prostate.
Yeah, and somebody else was like, "Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about," and I was like, "Yeah, Lucas and I know all about having
We get them every week.
Speaking of wheelchair with a dildo in it, my wife's family was in town recently. What are you talking about?
I'm talking that Lucas and I were in massage chairs in Missoula at the mall.
And they
We
do
paid for them, and they just do like a little, and just like boop. And Lucas was like, no, not a can. Lucas was like 8 seconds ahead of me on the chair. He's like, whoa, something just went.
Brand's like sitting there clenching, not
He's
ready
like,
for
some just
It opens up wider.
some just touched my butt, and I was like,
Brandon ready up.
I was like, you're lying to me.
Brent.
And then all of a sudden, I'm like, whoa, something just massaged my butthole.
That's awesome.
But yeah, somebody else knew what was going on there. So
Nude?
no. He said it, I promise you. He said nude. But so Eric is now being interrogated by a doctor and getting psychiatric care for seeing this
The
creature.
schizophrenic.
Interrogated by a doctor.
He was literally like, take this sedative that he pulls out of his pocket. I've got a Xanax for you.
It's like 45 seconds to talk to this
It's a
kid. Like, you're
pharmacist.
mentally ill. Go to bed.
I am the illest.
Yeah. Yeah. Eric's just, I'm sick as fuck, doc. What do I do?
Take
Can
this
you-
Xanny,
Can
boy.
you help me? I'm chill AF.
I've got a Xanny bar. Break it into
Oh,
thirds.
that's terminally chill.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And
said that to my chef, Jonathan, before he left, and he's like, "That's the coolest shit ever."
I heard you cooked for Marina's parents once.
I cooked. Yeah, I didn't realize they were there.
Yeah.
On
Monday.
That being
was it Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking Monday or Sunday. But yeah, because I was talking to Kyra about it because she served him again, and she was like, "Yeah, they were waving at you." I was like, "What?" are you talking about?
But in this clinic, Debbie comes in. She said she's not going to back Eric and say that she saw it too because it will do no good. I was like, it
might help.
make him seem less like a
save him from antipsychotics and giving him even more nerve damage.
Exactly. But then Debbie's sister comes in. She's like, we can't hang out right now. I got to go to work at McDonald's.
I'm so busy being hot in here.
Go. Crazy hot.
I don't know what
in the movie.
Right here's me like gasping.
The instant she walks in, oh my god!
She's this fucking ogre-looking older brother for our main character Eric.
Whoa!
I don't know why you'd fall. I guess there was no romantic tension between any of them, really. But you always assume there is.
I mean, they were holding hands and feeding each other ramen while they drove later.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
They were together.
Yeah.
Just in like a McDonald's kind of way.
Yeah.
Like in an I'm loving it kind of way. Yeah. But after that, Mama's being dropped off for her first day of work in 10 years at Sears. And she's like might be working overnight or something because she's not home in the middle of the night. Debbie, the next door neighbor, sneaks into the house to help Eric catch Mac. He's got this little contraption where he's got Coke tied onto a little bell, and then it's going to follow some bendy straws to his room.
Yeah.
So that they can put a vacuum and suck him up into the vacuum.
The Coke on the bell is the best part because I think it was like on a string or something, or you lift it up once and it makes the sound. But Mac was just like, whoa. I kept ringing the bell on purpose. This is awesome.
Like it's his music.
He's just giving it away.
Mac makes his way and like the plan works. He's distracted by the Coke and the straws, walks in. He's like, Debbie, put this vacuum on your back. You got to suck him up. So she does. Yeah, sucks him up. But Mac is able to control where the vacuum goes from inside of it and just starts thrashing Debbie around the living room, like on the ceiling, along the walls. You're like, thank God she's wearing a football helmet.
There. Yeah, well, that's some good stunt work. Almost as good as the knife work in Chef, I would say.
Better.
Almost
better. And they're yelling. Michael wakes up, comes in.
I was laughing so hard when she was on the ceiling.
Michael comes in. He's seeing all this. Goes, what the fuck is Debbie doing on the wall? He's like, there's an alien in there. They finally are able to like blow him out of the vacuum, and he runs away. But he sees that Mac is real.
I love how every time he runs away, you can see his butt.
I know, his little butt crack.
Wait, he had a little butt crack?
Yeah, you didn't see the butt crack?
I wasn't really looking, I guess.
I'm surprised at that.
Me too. I'm like the lecherous one of the group.
Good word.
Thank you. I didn't want to say horny douchebag of the group.
Good word.
So lecherous sounded a little kinder.
But
even after these aliens, you're not leching?
I think this is the one like creature that's shown up that I wasn't, at least in the back of my head, like I could fuck it. This is the one. This is the one time I was like, no, this is.
You thought that about Creech?
In the mom one, a little bit.
You thought that about the Hoonies?
The Hoonies for sure.
You thought you could fuck Hoonies?
You can absolutely fuck a Hoonie. I know it's not about like whether or not you can; it's whether or not I would want to.
And you would want to fuck a Hoonie?
No, it's just if whether it crosses the mind.
Yeah. It's a percentage thing, and this is the only time I think since I've started with you guys that it's been at 0% for these little goons, like 1% for a Hoonie, 8% for the xenomorph, you know, maybe like 25% for the xenomorph.
What about
I'd fuck a xenomorph. Creech was like 9%.
What about Mom Creech?
Mom Creech was like 11%.
What about Mel?
Mel was like
in the 40.
Yeah.
What about Mewtwo?
Probably 12 for me.
12 for you?
He's thick.
Yeah, that's the...
You're really contemplating how much you would fuck Mewtwo.
No, because like a thick girl Mewtwo. Nice. Girl Mewtwo, 90. Male Mewtwo, 70.
I'm trying to think if there are any other like weird creatures. Bigfoot.
Lenny. All the space chimps, Bigfoot, 100 for Luna.
Kilowatt.
By the way. Kilowatt 10, 6. I don't know. It's tough. What are we doing?
So Mac runs away with his little butt crack
that I didn't notice.
Yeah, right as the mom comes home from work. She doesn't believe both of them that both her kids and Debbie are like, there's a little creature in here. She's like, okay, all you idiots. And there's not a little creature.
Yeah. No creatures.
And so it's the next morning. Mac's reading the morning newspaper on the front step.
Yeah, he is.
These people are walking their dogs or driving something. That's a weird looking dog.
Yeah. Pets have changed, man. This like 50-year-old man.
And Eric
so it's bending space and time.
Yeah. Like, back in my day, we wouldn't have had no damn stretchy dog.
Drinking a 2-liter.
Yeah. He's got 2 40s taped to his hands. Appa? I didn't think about Appa. I guess 0 for Appa.
Wow, okay.
I was too mad at that movie.
Fair. But Eric wakes up to his curtain attached to that little bell to wake him up. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I don't know what that was for.
He could have just woke up naturally and had the same effect.
Is that Mac being mischievous?
I assume that he had it taped or tied to the window. I was thinking about this for like 5 minutes after we saw it. He had it tied to the window, so if anything crept in, he could hear it. But I think that Max saw it, tied it to the curtain, and then when the wind showed up in the morning, it started dinging. He was like, I've been duped. I've been tricked. I don't know.
Maybe he did it so that he knows that Mac came back.
So he thinks that there's a presence.
Return of the Mac.
Exactly.
If the wind shows up in the morning, there's still a god.
Yeah. But Mac cleaned up the whole house, fixed the door, and restored the 100-year-old, like refurbished the 100-year-old painting, patched holes in the walls, and left newspaper cutouts as a message.
What song?
Return of the Mac.
Return of the Mac.
I've only heard it referenced. Is it the Rolling Stones?
No, it's some rap shit.
Yeah.
Mark Morrison?
Marky Mark?
No. Lucas, did you hear anything I said, or did you just keep singing?
I didn't hear anything either.
I was too busy with Return of the Mac.
Matt cleaned up the whole house, fixed the doors, refurbished the 100-year-old painting.
Yeah, good for him.
Patched the holes in the painting. Did we see it refurbished?
Yeah, she's like, "Oh my god, you boys fixed the painting."
You refurbished it.
Patched holes in the walls, left newspaper cutouts as like a message to decode.
Yeah, decode. Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Mom comes in, she's like, "Oh my god, you boys cleaned up overnight." I was like, "Wheelchair kid did not clean up."
Yeah, he did say that.
He refurbished.
Wheelchair kid did not refurbish. Yeah, I don't know how oil works.
And now you get to see the whole alien family still in the desert, but instead of just the dad, all 3 of them are whistling to Mac as he whistles back.
He didn't love it.
It looks like they're starting to no, not come. Looks like they're starting to
get together.
Let me get a spray bottle, man.
Take a lap.
You're just like a cat?
Yeah.
Take a lap.
All right, our new co-host is going to be Jinjo from now on.
Because he's less of an animal than I am.
No, they're not about to come.
And they're getting
it does look like they're about ready to transcend this plane.
Yeah.
Head to another. Not also, sexually.
They're getting emaciated too.
They're getting emaciated.
They look emaciated
by the cops.
Yeah. I'm gonna emaciate.
They're emasculated.
By their wives.
But yeah,
the cops again.
You women.
You women. That's all he says. Stupid aliens. You look like girls.
First, they're gonna emaciate you.
I bet you're the girl version of whatever fucking thing you are.
Women's clothing is over there.
Just pointing at some other blank part of the desert. They had the girl department call. They want their girl aliens back.
They don't understand. They don't know they're being insulted.
Quit using the urinals. The desert stalls are over there.
They start pointing. Oh god. Stupid.
I like this scene, though.
It's beautiful.
It's a desert scene.
Their heads are still doing the return the slab motion.
Return of the slab.
Cops are slapping their knees. I think they're so.
But they look like they're dwindling. Their lives are dwindling. And Mom and Eric decide they're going to do a little race down the hill. She's like, I'll beat you down. She's going for a little run. And Debbie's driving by. When Matt comes flying down the road in like one of those little battery-powered kid Jeep things.
Well, this is Brandon's sick. The mom was like, I'll race you to the bottom of the hill. And the kid's like, you're on. And Brandon's like, if he doesn't release the brakes, nothing can beat him to the bottom of this hill.
He's got wheels.
Yeah.
It's like a dangerous race bomb, yeah.
But yeah, so Matt comes speeding by on this thing. All the neighborhood dogs somehow break out of their
like my favorite scene, dude. I love it. the little Hummer, the yellow car.
Hummer Jeep thing.
How does he ever, emulate this driving? Is because he's seen people drive before, so he's like, my turn.
I guess so.
Flying down out of control.
Did he steal it?
Yeah, we absolutely just stole it.
How did all the dogs get out of their fenced yards?
They were so excited about
25 dogs. So they're desperate after this fucking guy.
He's on the highway.
That's lunch for them.
Every car on the highway has to dodge an alien and 25 dogs.
It's causing more crashes. The only part I didn't like about this scene is like Sorry, just hiccuping.
9-9.
Like 25 dogs running behind the alien in a car trying to chase him, and
that's right. You hate. Oh.
No. Drives right behind the mom and Eric on their little jog. I mean, mom's jog right behind him, and they don't turn around. They don't hear it. Or
25 dogs barking.
Yeah, and like they swerves within a foot of them. Like I know you don't technically see it because it's behind you, but like you can hear.
He was
horde of hounds.
They're not like, what's going on behind me? Like I have a run to do.
Max drifting behind them.
Race.
Burning out.
He's going Tokyo style. Going insano mode.
This little kid's Hummer, he's got music blaring. He hooked up speakers.
All of the neighborhood Fidos in hot pursuit.
Return of the Mac bumping in his Hummer.
Well, he ends up going off-roading, bumps up too much in the little off-roading, lands in a tree. He's just like suspended. Like
he like rolls the
Christ on the cross.
He gets treed.
He gets crucified. And then the world's saddest song starts playing.
We'll Be Friends Forever.
Yeah, by some guy.
I looked it up. It wasn't called We'll Be Friends Forever, but...
Yeah. You remember the song, Lucas? It was just like a slow piano, and he's like, you said you'd never leave. You said that we'd be free together. Yeah, we'll it's Mac looking at the mom and son down their jog.
Forever.
It's like,
you want a family.
Yeah, you've had the option to live with him. You keep running away.
Yeah.
You're joyride.
You were right next to the house, and you got yourself in this situation. It's like, why am I so sad?
The thing is
he never goes to. He knew where his parents were the whole time. You find out, and he never like walked to go find them. He just like kept staying around this house.
You know what I thought about too is Mom and Eric
electrocuted appliances. Hiding in plain sight. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Mom and Eric ran right by that tree, right? As he's stuck in it. There are 25 dogs trying to jump up the tree. They don't investigate that at all either.
Normal business.
They're so oblivious to sounds.
They're new to this neighborhood. They're like, they're normal.
This just comes with the territory, I guess.
In Beverly Hills, there's always 25 dogs.
Beverly Hills. 25 rabid dogs. 25.
Mac and me in a tree.
Nice.
But after that song plays, FBI guys are at Eric's house investigating this power outage while looking for Mac. I'm looking for Mac and me. It's basically just basically Debbie and Eric in the home.
Foreshadowing there.
It's basically just Debbie and Eric in the home. They stumble around the corner to see Mac all depressed, watching TV, crying, and holding the family portraits.
Was there like a family show on? Is that why Mac
was a cartoon?
It was some kind of cartoon. I think it was mostly the picture he was staring at, but maybe the cartoon was sad. I think
maybe because they were watching it as a family.
Maybe.
But he's all sad, and Eric has to go hang out with Debbie.
But he also doesn't drink water in this scene. Very important.
He drinks Coke.
I don't even know if he drinks Coke. I think he might have been too sad for that. But he refuses water straight up.
Correct.
Yeah. He won't drink the stuff.
But the FBI guys are right out there. Eric's like,
it's gross.
Eric's like, I have to go hang out with Debbie and her mom at this birthday party because she's supposed to be watching me. we can't leave Mac here all alone. The FBI guys are out there. And so he dresses him up in a teddy bear costume and takes him with him out of the house. A direct
E.T.
comparison to E.T.
Yeah.
Cuts the eyes out so he could see. And the FBI is still like, you know what, we should. FBI's like, we should still follow that car to McDonald's. So they do. And they get up to McDonald's where a dance circle is broken out in the parking lot. Just break dancers out there. And it's like, okay, this is weird.
The urban
B-boys.
Yeah, the urban youths. So they get inside and there's a kid's birthday party in this McDonald's. And everybody's curious about this teddy bear. Even the mom was. She's like, what's going on? This teddy bear moves?
This bear is awesome.
It's one of these microchip teddy bears.
Yeah, it smells crazy.
She's getting more and more amazed every time she sees it.
Yeah.
Technology.
But everybody's like, oh my God, look at this thing.
Yeah.
It moves. And
also Courtney's here on the clock.
Courtney's here on the clock at this McDonald's. This is where she works. But one of the kids is drinking a Coke. Teddy bear just reaches out its hands and takes it from her. Like, this teddy bear
so fun from across the table.
This teddy bear rocks.
His creepy alien hand reaching out of the bear suit, grabbing a kid's soda, and they're like, "Don't do that, Mac and me."
All the kids start to get suspicious, but that's short-lived when a giant flash mob with football players, adult ballerinas, the kids at the party.
No, the adult ballerinas were not about it. They just sat down and watched and were like talking shit.
So the like dancing. The people that dance for a profession weren't about the flash mob, but everybody else.
But the
kids,
guys.
The football players, Ronald McDonald, and Mac in a teddy bear costume gets up on the counter and just starts breaking it down.
He did the orange justice.
I've never seen him move like this before, but yeah. He's just...
Well, because now they can just have like
he's
a
free.
little person in the suit, instead of an animatronic, so they can have him go crazy, you know?
Dude, he was going nuts.
They all followed his movements.
Everybody's breaking out to a song with the lyrics, "You can't get hurt when you're staying down to earth."
I don't remember that. What the hell?
He was just doing a two-step.
Dude, they were jigging. And FBI breaks in like,
they're like, what do we
do? Get that dancing guy.
They're like, get that teddy bear.
Get the anti-dancing gun from the trunk.
No, they're like, get the teddy bear. And they're like, oh my God. So they chase Mac in the teddy bear costume, who's riding in Eric's lap in the wheelchair. We were like, he's about to fly, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He didn't.
He didn't fly. I'm very surprised.
But they start riding downhill, dodging traffic, riding at the speed of highway cars in this wheelchair. They're going so fast, breaking through fences. When they end up riding into the Sears where the mom works, she sees them, comes running too.
Some Gus action here.
Some Gus action breaking through the store. But Mac is able to make all the electronics in there short circuit to get a little bit of separation from the FBI guys.
Just toasters going off and stuff.
And they are able to officially escape when Michael and Debbie scoop them up in the van. I thought that was a really good scoop from Michael. He picked up Eric in the wheelchair while going 40 miles an hour. He's like, yeah!
That was a good core.
Pretty sweet.
Good core.
He was adrenaline because he's trying to impress the hot McDonald's girl.
Yeah.
I could lift a car if I was trying to impress her on the fly like that.
And she was just like, oh, Sethy, you're such a good friend.
Yeah. I get friend zoned. I like slid an FBI agent's throat, and she's like, you're great. You're like a little brother to me. I just got psycho.
You fed ramen to each other and made out all night.
Yeah.
You're a great friend.
Yeah. Just killing anybody I think might be undercover.
You just have a bloodlust. You don't even care about her anymore.
Yeah. That's all my sexual energy has been transferred into serial killing. I've gone insane. Hypothetically.
Of course.
In the movie. Yeah.
Power Street, yeah.
Oh my God, the Cowboys are at 40-0.
And Dak Prescott hasn't thrown a single touchdown.
Nope.
Is that true?
I don't know. He probably has.
Is that true, Dan? Just marry me for my
all the kids
6 Super Bowl rings.
All the kids end up. He hasn't thrown a touchdown. He's 13 for 24 with 143 yards.
Wow. Bad.
Peculiar.
Well, all the kids figure out that Mac, while they're in the van, has been trying to communicate with somebody. And they're driving the direction that he's just been kind of gesturing to, like phone homing the whole time.
But he's got no reception.
ET phone home, no reception because I got T-Mobile.
The sequel.
And so he's trying to get to his family, And as they're driving down this dirt road surrounded by galloping wild stallions,
Yeah, what the fuck?
I've Got an Ocean of Love for You plays.
What the fuck?
Well, the horses hit the van.
I was like,
they did?
Yeah, it like nudged it.
A wild stallion.
Why are they getting so close?
Where did they get all these stallions?
Probably 20 wild stallions driving through. Yeah,
that's a $13 million budget there.
Yeah. How did Mac
25 dogs?
How did Mac not stick his head out the window here with the horses?
How did he not ride the fucking horse? That would have been awesome.
Great.
Oh yes, a wild horse.
Just bounced around on that thing
because he never shows emotion besides tears, and even then his face doesn't change. You just see how wet he is now.
So fucking wet.
Yeah, but he's never like looked shocked. Like the same scene where his brother picks him up in the wheelchair where they're going 40 into the van.
Yeah,
they're like, get closer, get closer. Mac's like half asleep, his eyelids like closed. He's like not paying attention to what's going on. FBI shooting at him. He's just
stick him on a horse.
Well, they end up using like wind turbines as a clue. Mac's been making these little flower straw things to get like they're like, all right, we're somewhere near, and Mac starts to point in the distance, like, all right, let's follow this all the way up to a fucking coal mine. And Michael's like, you guys stay behind. I'm going to carry Mac into the mine myself to see all of his family in there. He finds the family in there. They're all just dead.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, Mac, here's your dead family in the mine.
He just like puts it. Mac, will you get down for a sec, buddy? Puts him next to him all. And he starts poking one of them in the eye.
He's very sad.
He's like, buddy, you're dead. Really poking his eye. And then like, listen to where your heart should be. Does the alien have a heart there?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, I thought you were speaking metaphorically.
No,
like listen to where your heart is.
Yeah.
There's literally like listening to his chest. He's like, yeah. He's like, they're goners. But then he pokes it in the eye. He's like, they're alive.
They're just sleeping.
God.
But they're barely alive. So they rush everybody in to get in the coal mine, and they give them all Coca-Cola to revive them.
They do. Because that's their lifeblood. It's kind of implied that's what's on their home planet.
They give them
when
Coca-Cola.
They have the straws that break through the crust.
Yeah.
They're drinking Coke.
It's a thick McDonald's straw.
It's a thick McDonald's straw for
McDonald's
McDonald's Coke on the planet.
And they give them blankets.
They
give them blankets and Coca-Cola to bring them back to life. Yeah. And so they're like, all right, we got to get you back to the city, I guess. I don't know what their plan was, but they're driving back. They have to stop the dad from like destroying the car, the dad alien. So like, let's play Simon Says, let's sing some songs.
Yeah.
They pull up to a gas station, and these girls pull up right next to them, and they're jamming out. The girls drink a Sprite. She looks over, sees multiple aliens looking at her. She's like, hey.
She's like, kind of into him.
Like a drug whore.
This is the best part of the movie
because she's vibing with them until they punch through the glass, steal her Sprite because they have a lust for soda, for Coke products.
It's just the abruptness of that scene. Yeah, it's like her smiling, and then like a fraction of a second later, it's a hand going Mach 5, breaking the window and stealing her soda.
This hideous creature alien. What up?
Hey,
well, they were just
what is the Temple of Doom, like ripping her heart out?
Yeah,
Kalima.
So
well, they were at this gas station making a phone call to talk to their mom. Deborah just, aliens are gone. They end up, all the aliens are now in a grocery store, just like as a family. Yeah,
they're walking around.
And all the people in the grocery store are pretty calm.
This is where the shit gets good. Yeah,
that's so funny. They're walking around like a family.
They're all calm. They like they call the manager down, and he comes and looks, and he's like, security. So the security guard walks up. All the kids come in. They're like,
did we mention earlier that he tied a tire iron into a knot? The dad alien.
He's so strong.
He's strong as fuck, and it's like it makes the rest of this terrifying for me. So back in my head, like, he's so strong. He could accidentally just high five you.
Yeah, the kids aren't scared at all.
But he becomes in possession of a firearm.
Yeah, because everybody's calm. The security guard comes up. All the kids are like, "Don't worry, they're not done." They're like, "Don't worry, he's not dangerous." The dad alien walks up with the security guard, takes his gun.
Yeah, security guard puts that thing on his face.
Just starts firing it in the fucking grocery store.
He's just curious about it.
No, he really is, but he's firing a firearm in the grocery store.
Does he pull the trigger?
Yeah, multiple times.
Yeah, I think it's accidentally.
Did a super date, yeah, because he's like, don't worry, he's harmless. Even though this guy, doesn't understand English, he's got a gun, he doesn't know what it is, he cannot hurt you.
This might be the most dangerous thing I've ever seen. I'd rather be in a cage with a lion than a grocery store with an alien that has a gun.
Don't
he's like smelling it and pointing it at me.
Don't worry, this 8-foot tall alien that can bend iron is just swinging a firearm around on its finger. Don't worry,
and then he takes it outside.
He can't hurt you, and in the background he's like fucking with it.
Eric's begging the alien. He's like, just come back, but all the cops are in there, and they're outside. Cops. They've told everybody to stay back. Cops fire at shotgun when they're saying, Eric, you got to stay back. But Eric wheels out there. He's like, guys, Mac, it's okay. And
I can change them.
As he yells for Mac.
I can fix him.
As he yells for Mac, all the aliens turn around. The dad turns around too. And as he does it, he brings his arm around, points the gun at all of them.
Trying to wave. So the cop, I think he's going to shoot Eric.
Points a gun at all. The cop opens fire with the shotgun.
Which at this point you have to assume the kid in the wheelchair is between the cops and the aliens, and the cops decided to shoot him anyway. The thing is of all the chances,
because he's been a fucking doofy ass.
Huh? Limp-wristed gun.
Whoa! The thing is, the funniest part too, I think, is that the cop wasn't using like a rifle. It's a shotgun, which is a blast weapon. Yeah, so he's clearly in the range of fire.
He's a paraplegic. What can happen?
You're gonna paralyze him worse? Who gives a shit?
He opens 3 shells of a shotgun into the aliens and Eric, but we think that what happened is that the aliens, with being shot at, the entire grocery store exploded. They used like their
such a long exploding scene too.
They're like 4 dynamites in there.
It did extremely explode, yeah.
We think it's because like the aliens with their electrical
got freaked
powers.
Out. They used their powers. Yeah, it just blew up the grid of the entire.
Everything blows up.
Because the wheelchair kid is there in the foreground.
Sitting there in the fire. Leaning back over it.
Which apparently murders him.
He dies.
Whiplash from the explosion.
Yeah, it's from whiplash.
Eric is dead from the explosion in the parking lot.
He pointed a gun at me. He died before anybody started shooting.
You know who doesn't die are the aliens.
No,
they're nowhere to be found.
Horrifying scene of them in the fire.
Yeah,
they're
watching over.
Honestly, I thought a great shot was the aliens standing amidst the flames, staring at dead Eric. I was like, "Whoa!"
This is the funny part.
Indestructible.
The kids have taken Eric out of the wheelchair. They're like doing CPR, listening for his heartbeat, and like he's gone. The mom comes in. She's like, "Why, Eric?" They look over at the fire and the alien standing in it, and they're like, "There, it's them." Like saying
they're walking through the fire, just living.
If your boy almost died because of these things and they survived a nuclear explosion, you wouldn't be like, "It's our heroes." You'd be like,
my God, run.
We have to go. We're next.
But they know these are kind aliens. They have kindness in their eyes.
The mom doesn't know.
Eric has been trying to talk the cops and everybody down, and he pulled a gun on them. But now he's like, "Guys, really, they're
helpers.
Gentle creatures. They're helpers." Yeah. So this time they let him walk up.
You gotta find the helpers in an emergency like this.
Yes.
Well,
it's the aliens.
They all walk up to him, hold hands, whistle, put their hands together, and they bring Eric back to life. They summoned a soul from the sky.
Bring him
to get a new one.
They get a new soul for him. You're like, what if he's super racist now?
That's always my thing. It's like, what if it's this, but he's racist now?
There's just one of the alien people now.
Mm-hmm. He's back.
That would be pretty sick.
He's back to life.
Wait, he's got his own gun.
It's back to life, and it fades to black. And it
Captain Outer Space ending.
It opens up into a courtroom where the aliens are fucking getting American citizenship.
Well, yeah. And they're fully dressed.
Fully dressed in suits. The whole family's under oath.
So funny. Well, because they're all dressed as like 40s prairie home.
Yeah.
like the dad's in a modern day suit, but the mom's in like a bonnet and a light dress.
They're so proud.
They're like cry. Like we're Americans.
So they're Americans now.
The first successful immigration is aliens.
And then all of the humans that were there, like there were so many people for this hearing, but all of the Eric and Michael and Debbie and all them, they just start kissing the aliens on the mouths.
Yeah.
In the courtroom.
The little girl kisses the dad alien right on the
They
lips.
say hello.
Yeah, and I guess it's different for aliens. Maybe they don't reproduce the way that we do. But if they
Almost
do,
certainly not.
You probably still shouldn't kiss him on the mouth anyway. Which is weird.
They're just kissing them all in the mouth. The aliens have now
very
rented out a pink caddy convertible and are just cruising with the whole
They bought
family
it.
in there.
I think it was a gift.
Yeah,
from
could have
the
bought it. Could have been a
government.
gift. I don't know. But as they're driving away, Max chewing bubble gum and blowing bubbles, and then an animated bubble pops up that says, "We'll be back" on the screen.
Yeah.
And that is the end
It's like the dinosaurs.
of Mac and Me. What a movie.
What a movie. Let's end it there, boys.
What a Mackie.
No quotes?
I've got plenty of quotes.
Let's end it there.
No,
Brandon
We should take a break, though.
Yeah, let's take a break.
let's end it there.
Gun.
Gun.
Just ended it out.
Dude, that shit is so funny.
What?
He just grabs his gun.
Stuff like that I don't realize how absurd it is until we all talk about it later. Like watching Star Wars is so frustrating, and then we talked about it later, and I had like a literal panic attack because it was so stupid.
But it wasn't like, this is stupid. We're like, how stupid is it?
It was so stupid that they gave him citizenship.
It's
And
literally
like you verbalize your thoughts, and that contributes to the absurdity.
Yeah,
it's literally
It
the
helps.
cat from outer space ending though.
I'll have to watch it.
Citizenship. The cat becomes a citizen too, except he levitates the judge.
And he has to say the Pledge of Allegiance.
He levitates the judge. It's so funny.
He has to say the Pledge of Allegiance to become an American citizen and then levitates the judge.
And he still lets him become a citizen. All right,
Worst animal.
I'm coming. Here we go.
Cowboys
Ready?
defense has 34 points.
God damn it, dude.
I'm projected for 166 points against Lucas.
That league, I'm toast.
But you beat me in Dynasty.
I lost in everything.
Unless Garrett Wilson can get me 40 tomorrow.
He can.
We ready?
Oh my God, Graham
We
Gano has
ready.
missed 2 field goals for you, Lucas.
I'll forgive him.
Graham Gano shot. He stays on the roster. I
Nice.
like. Let's get this bitch popping.
What's popping?
Let's pop.
Brand new whip just hopped in.
And
I got options. Passing that up to Mike Stockton.
new gun.
Lucas, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3, play. All right, we got guns. We're ready, and we
I
got
think-
quarters.
I think I only have 3 quotes for me.
I've got 10.
Quotes, facts. I think I have 4.
I've got 10. I think 3 of them are from Seth.
Ah!
You okay?
It's reaching.
You've only got 3.
I do.
I say you do all yours. If
I
Seth
have
has
4.
4, do all yours, and then I'll pick whatever's left.
Off the quote tree. I'll say my first one. I kind of already talked about it. After the alien correctly uses a power saw and destroys their room, the kid was like, "It wasn't me, Mom. It was a little creature."
He says it so many times.
I said this one also, but when he's getting vacuumed up, the little girl's like, "You're hurting him." And he's being stretched, put in a vacuum as a prisoner. And then my last one is when the dad alien grabs the gun and is throwing it around at the store. The kid's like, "He can't hurt anyone." Those are my 3 quotes.
Just contextually, that's hilarious.
It's so fucking funny. All right, I'm doing all of mine.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
they made him a citizen after grabbing that gun.
And killing a boy. I guess the cops kind of killed him. That was
The
the
cops
least
got off easy.
That was the least realistic part of this. Is like the cops not shooting those aliens sooner.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like they would have
right.
so
In the
fast.
backyard. Yeah.
That's crazy. My first one is right after Eric falls off the cliff into the pond. The mom just goes, "I can't believe he did this," like thinking he did it on purpose or like he was trying.
He wants attention.
Yeah. This one's from Brandon Seth. It's just a McDonald's worker. You need to calm down. We had to know what that's about. This is from Debbie's mom when they get him dressed up as a teddy bear. Mac and me and the teddy bear. She goes, a little old for a teddy bear, isn't he? And Debbie goes, he's from Illinois.
Missed that completely.
No idea what that means. And the very last one I've got is when Eric is dead and the mom's coming through and
this is so
Eric, the sheriff is like talking about it. She's like, what's going on? And he's like, I don't know his name, but he's in a wheelchair.
He's my boy.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Something happened to him. He got hurt. He's in a wheelchair now.
He can't walk. No, he's fine. He just can't walk.
I don't know. So there's a big explosion. Your son now has spina bifida.
Don't kiss me.
I was trying to kiss you.
You leaned in so hard.
I was just rotating in my chair, you idiot.
You leaned.
I'm on lean. I took 2 from IMDb.
Woo!
This is Michael and Eric talking. This is right after he meets Debbie's older sister. And he's like, you know what I feel like? And Eric just goes, a Big Mac? And he goes, the man's psychic.
I'm a genius.
And then the other one, Courtney, as the FBI comes into McDonald's and fucking Mac and me is dancing in the teddy bear suit just up on the counter. And he just goes, what are we going to do? And Michael's like, I don't know. Just keep him dancing. And I hope they'll think he's a teddy.
Keep him dancing, not to draw suspicion. Blend right in.
Okay. And then let's see what I've got here. This is right as that giant wreck happened and those people died.
Ooh.
And they're like, what do you think happened here? And the mom's like, it's probably an ADUI. Alien driving under the influence.
No, that was the brother.
That was
Michael. Yeah. What a stupidly specific thing to say. Hated that.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but like it's like he knows. I don't know.
He knows.
I have no clue what the fuck this is.
Like the context.
I wonder what they were looking for. Omelets. With eyes.
That one's the mom. When they get searched by the FBI guy who's searching all the cars.
That's right.
Mac is snuck into the car at this point, hanging out.
In the back seat.
And they're like, I wonder what they were looking for. And the mom goes, they're looking for omelets with eyes. Stupid. I don't know what that's at all about.
Hate her.
I guess. Yeah, she sucks.
Also another quote from the mom. As she comes in after don't make that face for comes.
Comes.
After when Eric is trying to show her that he can unplug the TV, she's like, wow, well, here's your toe. Tuna on whole wheat.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little acronym.
Yeah. TOWW. I remember you were like, what the fuck is she talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is when Debbie is with Eric and they see Mac. And she just goes, he's not your brother, is he? Obviously not.
Yeah, she assumed he was the whole time. He's not really your brother, is he? I never said he was.
This is when they give Mac Coke for the first time. And Eric just goes, this must be like what they drink from their own planets.
Crazy that's true.
They must be drinking Coca-Cola on their own planet.
It's true, though.
It's true, Dan.
Surprised I'm Hungry didn't make an appearance.
A staple in the McDonald's lore.
That's so funny. Who was that guy?
I don't know.
No, he's just, I'm hungry.
My last one that isn't a Seth quote. It's when they immediately walk into the grocery store and everybody's like, what are those things? Like, they're very calm about it. Like, what are those things? And somebody just goes, I don't know, but it's probably some sort of promotional gig.
Oh, yeah. They thought it was promoting a movie or something.
They were right.
They're promoting Mac and Me.
At this one grocery store. A promotion's done for 30 people.
A skit where one of them grabs a gun.
Yeah.
It's a great part of the film.
I gotta see this movie.
Theater. Yeah.
It's a horror film. This is when he tied.
What's that?
So I gotta buy these peas. It was promo for the grocery store.
Yeah. Oh, was that the Green Giant? And he's got a gun? I have to buy everything.
This is, I think, Eric, maybe Debbie, goes, he just had a knot in this tire iron, and Seth just goes, don't let him touch your throat.
That's right.
Yeah,
He'll tie your head like a balloon. No, but he did grab her arm right after that kind of hard. That was like, oh. Yeah. She's like, he wants my bracelet, and he goes, just give it to him. I should have written that down.
That's a good one.
Just give him the damn bracelet.
And my last one here, another Seth quote.
Shiny.
It's as they get up to the coal mine. He's like, get on my back, Mac. And he's like, they're like, Michael, are you sure it's fine? He's like, yeah, you guys just stay here. And Seth goes, yeah, I'm just going to drop this alien off in this coal mine real quick.
Be a piggyback.
Hey, what was the other one? I thought you had 3.
No, I only had 2. I lied.
He lied.
That was really funny, him just wandering off into the mine. I got this.
So that's quotes. It's ratings time.
I guess the rating.
Nice.
Lucas, what do you think Thermometer gave this?
Thermometer.
32%.
32%.
This is who? Critics?
Critics?
Critics. 13.
13.
Yeah.
One of you guys is pretty close.
Okay, it's like 24.
It's a Seth. It's a 7.
It's a Sethin.
It's a 7.
Nice. The name of my child, Dad.
7% from critics.
Except I'm Snoopy style.
Snonky style.
What the fuck?
Audience score. What do you think?
Why did you say that? You disassociate. That's my thing.
He sneezed.
But
Sneezy
style. What's this? Users?
Homie meter.
This is some Rotten Tomatoes user reviews percentage.
The 34. Give me sweetness.
Okay.
32.
One of you guys is pretty close.
Both of us then.
And it's Seth. It's a 38.
Woo! I live to see another day.
Lucas is currently up 4-3 though.
That doesn't make any sense.
He got one right.
Huh?
He got one right
On the
earlier.
money.
Not on this.
Yeah, he did.
No, just now.
On the
It's combined.
today.
No.
Budget.
Yeah.
I think it was 3-1.
Worldwide. It was 4-1.
No way.
Because he got he won 3 of them, but he got one of them right. So I gave him 4 points.
That's fucked up.
So it's 4-3.
I hit on the money.
I hate that we have that as a bonus rule now.
You made it that rule.
No, Brandon did, and I.
This next
was
one's with
opposed to
1,000.
Oh, this one I made. This is my rule.
This next one's with 1 point. Lucas, IMDb Metascore?
Metascore?
Metascore.
Mm-hmm.
Is this critics?
Yes.
25.
Steph?
24.
One of you guys is so close.
This is ball racking.
It's a 26. I thought you were going to go
What a
one
surprise.
up.
That was close. I thought it was going to be lower. I was going to say 22, and I was like, I might as well just go 24.
And last but not least, Seth, an audience score out of 10. Dig deep into your soul.
37.
3.7.
Yes.
Seth or Lucas?
I'm Lucas. 3.2.
I'm Lucas.
Both of you guys are so close.
Do we split the
But
diff?
one of you guys is 0.1 closer.
I get an extra point.
So it's
That's me.
3.4 or a 3.5.
I get an extra half point.
The winner today is Lucas. Is
No!
He doesn't get the half point.
I have 1,000 points.
1,000 half points.
I take all of
500.
Seth's points and his women.
I don't know.
One more point, friends. Get out of doint, friends.
Yes.
Joint.
So Lucas is our winner.
Lucas, our winner, 6-3.
Have I won?
Seth,
at
you
all?
owe somebody a Subaru again.
No, I'm not. Didn't agree to that. We agreed last time. Don't salute me. Salute. What?
So-
when's the last time I won one of these?
Last week.
No.
2 weeks ago.
No.
No.
Yeah, that
It
was a bracket. 3 weeks ago.
You don't
No.
know. Quit just naming numbers.
You won on the Florida Project, for sure.
You think?
You won because there was a half score. and you were up half because, yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take getting the Florida Project win on Lucas's 10 out of 10 movie. That's a moral victory for me.
Moral. What are you giving this film, Seth?
That's tough. I was gonna give it like a 2, but the more we've talked about it, it was like more enjoyable. So I want to say like
10,
like 3.4.
3.4.
Yeah.
The audience score.
Was it 3.4?
He conforms.
I was gonna guess 3.4.
Reasoning? Oh, you already said it was lower, but it was more fun talking about it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed going over it with you guys. I was having a good little chuckle at it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that bad.
Lucas?
I'm in a similar boat. Throughout the movie is pretty bad, but the ending took some good turns, I thought, resulting in a 2.9 score.
Nice.
From Elron Stapleton or whatever I called myself earlier. Pookie.
Yeah.
Elron Stapleton to Pookie. What a dress.
Elron still.
Elron Pookie.
Yeah.
So 2.9.
Okay. It is a bad film. I do agree. It's grown on me talking about it.
7.3.
I'm probably right in the middle, you guys. I think I'm a 3.1.
Damn, that's not right in the middle though.
No.
3.15.
Yeah, but I'm not going to 100.
Yeah, I've done that.
You have. But we're gonna average to a 3.1.
Not often.
We're gonna average a 3.15 between all of us.
Yeah.
We can all agree it wasn't great. It got better as it went on. It is an ET ripoff. It's a product placement kind of thing.
Woo!
But we had fun with it.
Yeah,
so
a little too much fun.
A little better than Gooby. Oh,
he's got the Steve Jobs look. Oh, never mind. It looked like a turtleneck.
Now he looks like Lucas.
Yeah.
So that's what we've got, and I've got reviews for you. 3 critic reviews, and I think my normal 7. My 3 critics. First one is Michael Wilmington at LA Times. He says an amazingly bald-faced copy of E.T., even though this is... it is! That's what he said. I copy and pasted it.
How dare you?
An amazingly bald-faced copy of E.T. Bald! Even though this is...
That was the first thing Brandon did. I lift my hat off slightly.
Bald! Bald! An amazingly bald-faced copy of
E.T. Bald eagle!
Even though this is E.T. in a sticky wrapper, left under the heater 2 hours too long. Almost everything in the earlier movie has a double
dry. It's a double meaning.
What are you looking for?
Double. Okay.
Double here.
Yeah.
Next is by Richard Harrington at the Washington Post. And he says, E.T. phone home, more like E.T. call lawyer. Why is it so hard to like this film? Having seen it done so much better by Spielberg doesn't help, of course.
1 out of 10.
Doesn't give a rating.
Yeah.
And my last one is by a screenwriter. I don't know. I didn't look into what they've written. But Damon Lindelof said...
That sounds like a very familiar name.
He said the 5th best alien comedy ever made.
It's pretty good.
He looks insane.
Damon Lindelof?
I want to see him.
You're not gonna like why I said he looked insane.
Is he bald? Is he bald?
He's bald and glasses.
No.
He looks just like Seth.
Specific.
Oh my God! Look at him.
Let me see.
Seth, can you look at the camera real quick?
No, hold on.
Seth, look at the camera.
I'm gonna be pissed. Does he look like me? You know what? I'll take this guy over Chris Kamen.
He's pretty handsome.
Take it. Chris Kamen is not handsome.
But what does Damon Lindelof do? Oh, he wrote Lost, Watchmen, The Hunt.
This guy wrote the Watchmen? This is my new idol.
Mrs. Davis.
Oh, it's
Watchmen TV series.
Oh.
Not the movie.
I haven't
Tomorrowland, Phineas and Ferb, World War Z.
I like him again.
Prometheus, Cowboys and Aliens.
Fuck yeah.
So this guy worked
Good job, Damon.
I thought it was Cowboys versus Aliens. I didn't think they worked together.
The Cowboys and Aliens.
I think it's Cowboys and Aliens, but it's playing off of the idea of Cowboys and Indians, the game. I don't think it's Cowboys versus Indians.
But they're not friends in that game?
No. It's like cops and robbers. It's not cops versus robbers.
And they're not
as a kid.
Friends in that game?
No.
There used to be a thing in Kalispell, like every Friday night, there would be like a citywide game of cops and robbers with the.
Oh, there was
cool high
one here
school
in Billings
kids.
too.
I was never invited.
I forget what it was called, but I was also never invited.
Yeah, I was, but I.
Oh, okay, Mr. Cool Guy. What's the next review then?
Do you remember?
If you're so cool.
Do you remember in high school when people were playing spoons? Where you had like a plastic spoon hidden on you, and you had to stab somebody with the spoon, and if you did, they were out.
Yeah,
you had to keep your guard in the hallway at all fucking time. Oh, you didn't?
No, it's nerd shit.
Do you remember when people put mannequins around the
themselves
halls everywhere and like had them hanging above the vending machines in the hallway and shit?
Yeah, we did that with the scarecrow.
Yeah,
in our Sussex house.
Mm-hmm.
We would hide that around. I do remember the mannequins though. That was cool.
And I've got user reviewers. Normal 7. This movie was ripe with like classic reviewers from us. Like,
Bingo.
Is it ripe or rife?
It's ripe.
Both.
Plentiful.
Thank you.
With
Rife is like negative
full of.
connotation.
My rife.
Rife is okay.
Yeah.
My rife.
My rife.
But like very bountiful of just normal, prolific user reviewers.
Oh.
So my first one is
A
by
plethora.
Nice.
Of views.
The little
First one's
ripe
by
bird.
the little songbird on March 8th, 2011. She says, Mac and Me is an awful movie. Mac and Me is an awful movie is on its own terms. She wrote badly there. In my opinion, the sole bright spot is Jade Caligari, who gives a courageous and touching performance. Plus, she is the only actress who looks natural within the film. I think meant he, the kid. As for Mac himself, he isn't the least bit endearing. He is ugly, artificial, and annoyed me rather than touched me. The story is predictable.
Not supposed to touch you.
And further suffers from cliched characters, uneven pacing, and a flat ending. The production values look as though the film was on the cheap. The music is execrable and enough to rip out your eardrums, and the direction is uninspired. The script is absolutely awful too, being both unfunny and cloying. Overall, an awful film. 1 out of 10.
Cloying.
Yeah. Some shit from Little Songbird.
'Twas cloying.
Cloister.
Next is by
good Pokemon.
Snonky Style. Seth?
Yeah.
That's you.
No, I'm
It's
Snoopy style.
Next one is by Snoopy Style.
Oh, that's me.
On November 24th, 2018, he says, this is a legendary cult ET ripoff. My first exposure is Conan O'Brien showing the same ridiculous clip over and over again.
He is Seth.
He is Seth. It has all the elements of a truly bad movie. It is sincere. It has an overt tie-in to commercial endeavor, in this case, McDonald's. Ronald McDonald is actually talking in it. It has the undeniable copying of a real iconic movie, but it does it in a truly bad way. The alien design is ugly, amateurish, and silly all at the same time. They are all pot-bellied, sleepy-eyed, butt-head, O-faced rubber suits. Ebersole is a solid actress as the mom, but the kids are all low-level actors. They don't have enough charisma to be bad. If not for laughing at it, there isn't much here. The basic story is structurally sound, but the movie is really bad. One has to shake one's head at the breakdance. Just replace kids with bikes with a kid in a wheelchair. 3 out of 10.
That's me. That's me to a T.
And that was your score,
That's
too.
your score, yeah.
Basically.
Next one is by Seth.
That's not me.
Seth 172. February 17th, 2006. They say, you gotta love Mac and Me. I mean, the title sounds so nice. And this whole child versus alien thing is totally 80s.
So now it's versus.
And very much so, too. If you want to sit down to a fun-loving, excellent, beautiful, nerdy, happy, nice type of family film from that period of time known as the 80s, then watch this movie.
Yeah.
It's like watching E.T. the Extraterrestrial, only better. Actually, I think both movies are good. Very good. Much better than the sorry excuse from Spain called Los Nuevos Extraterrestres, spelling uncertain. E.T. and Mac and Me, a perfect combo. Good movies either way. You can never, I repeat, never go wrong. 10 out of 10.
Bad.
Never.
This guy's an idiot.
This is you.
No. I'm Snonky style.
No, you're Sophie style. Next is by Lee Eisenberg.
Yeah. Right of the Office.
Right of the Office. On January 26th. 2013.
Like a cult we've started.
I know. Says, okay, so what's the worst thing about Mac and Me? Is that the movie is a blatant ET ripoff? Or is it that the movie is essentially a 90-minute commercial, complete with a dance sequence in McDonald's? Whatever the answer is, the point is that this movie is the celluloid equivalent of a human's rights abuse. It has no good qualities, not a single one. It should come as no surprise that this litany of awfulness regularly shows up on lists of the worst movies ever made. It makes an Ed Wood movie look like a cross between Citizen Kane and Doctor Strangelove. Thankfully, audience recognized it for what it was, and it bombed. And so there was no sequel. 1 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
And this man wrote The Office.
Writer of. Good flip.
Thank you.
Next one's by Bevo.
Bevo.
Bevo. Bevo. Bevo. Bevo.
Bevo.
Bevo.
Bevo.
Thus spoke Bevo.
Bevo 13678.
I always forget what the other guy's name was.
Snonky style.
Zarathustra.
Zarathustra. I was going to say Zathura or Zoroastra.
But Bevo on
It's like a religion,
April
though.
2nd, 2020 says, great movie. A real tearjerker. Ignore the thousands and thousands of bad reviews. They're just being mean. 10 out of 10.
Just haters.
And haters hate, you know? Next one is by another returner, Mr. Fusion. Not quite as common, but we've used him maybe twice.
Is there a
or 3 times
Mrs.
before.
Fusion?
I don't think so. But you could be Mrs. Fusion if you're looking.
You play your cards right.
They said, don't let that 8 rating fool you. So he gave it an 8, guys. Mac and Me is an awful film. A blatant, nay, shameless ripoff of E.T., right down to the broken home and identical neighborhood. It's just not a movie you can take seriously. So I can't give this flick a bad rating because I had way too many mean-spirited laughs during the entire ride. That dummy going off the cliff in the wheelchair in a serious drama moment, that's what you can expect here, is priceless. And what blows my mind is that the guy who directed this movie also wrote it. You have to believe in this nonsense pretty hard to put that much work into it. I'm not sure there's a better example of something so bad that it comes out the other end smelling of ironic roses. 8 out of 10.
This guy's just a sadist.
Good movie.
Aren't we all sometimes?
Yeah, but this guy specifically gave a movie an 8 because a kid in a wheelchair fell off a cliff. I mean, I gave it a higher score too because of that, but
you
not
gave
8.
Spacians a 10. I think you're a sadist
I'm a hero.
just for that. No.
I'm a masochist for giving it a 10. That's not the same.
You're a hero. He's a hero.
That's right. That's right. Not all heroes wear capes. They wear little monkey suits.
Some of them are bald.
Not all heroes have hair. That's good.
And my last one is by Eric Stevenson. On August 26, 2018, he says, Mac and his family get better by drinking Coca-Cola. There's a dance number at McDonald's. Good thing I already ate by the time that scene happened. I would have rather went there than see this movie. The worst part might be how the aliens blow up a mall at the end, and it's never brought up again. Yeah, no one cares that they probably killed people. Yeah. 3 out of 10.
It's just bad media literacy.
True. Although they kind of did do it, depending.
They literally could not hurt anyone. The movie told us as much.
They can't. These gun-flailing freaks couldn't hurt a soul.
But that is ending Mac and Me. Are we recommending it?
He's like walking back to his car with outstretched gun.
Keeps it open, yeah.
Man, I'm like 50-50 on recommending this. I don't know.
And me too.
Like, yes to some people, no to some people. But you have to be objective. I'm leaving.
I have to be objective. I'm probably saying no, but if you want to watch it...
I'll say yes so we can complete the 50-50
If you're like watching it with friends and want to talk about it afterwards and the stupidity like we just did, it's a lot of fun.
If you're on like a date, you don't actually want to watch the movie. That'd probably be fine too.
Let's turn on Mac. You guys are so invested in it though.
Mac and Me and chill.
Turn on Mac on me. How about that?
Ooh.
Yeah.
We're macking.
Yeah.
Macking me.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. I already made the pun.
Mac on my ass,
That's
baby.
better actually.
Lucas, are you recommending this?
Sorry.
What up?
Are you recommending?
Fucking, I don't know. Yeah.
Fucking, this is a
Let's
tough
throw,
one.
let's throw a yeah on this.
I'm so fucking bald, man. Sorry, it's bothering me.
I always wanted to have that so I could like always like scratch my head and stuff.
It's nice in some ways, but then I catch like a glimpse of my shadow or my reflection. And
Catch some praise.
It's cool. I'm already used to it.
It's crazy. I'm not used to it. I also realize how big my fucking forehead is without some of my hair in the way. So.
That's just how everybody looks, though.
I don't know, man. It feels pretty bad. Maybe. Anyway.
So that's Mac and me.
Woo!
Next week, we have a guest coming on for a birthday episode. She's coming back.
Oh, shit.
It's Bilson.
It's Kelly Tilson.
And her dad.
That would be crazy.
That would be awesome.
And
to meet the man
she
himself.
picked She's the Man.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. I've never...
Amanda Bynes
Shakespeare.
cross-dresses as a boy.
Spade.
Amanda Bynes cross-dresses as a boy to get in the soccer team
Channing
to
Tatum.
hit on a boy, Channing Tatum, that she's in love with, but also get intel for her best friend, I think. Something like that. Kelly's joining us. Then the week after that,
It's 12th night.
Hopefully we'll have Jordan on for Battleship. And then it's horror month. So
I'm excited for horror month.
yeah.
Horror
month.
The horror month.
Get ready for horror month, baby.
Hormone month.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
Horror
where
month.
I inject testosterone into my whatever.
Head.
In your
my
head.
brain, yeah.
I just inject hair implants.
To see if I go more bald or grow more hair.
But that is ending it. Thanks for tuning in. Send Lucas some
Produce.
recipes.
Oh, yeah.
Send me some Rogaine
Send us and money.
and money. Just just
I'd like
send me
money.
money. Actually,
Send me money, please.
Yeah,
Send Seth and Lucas
send-
some money.
Yeah, Brandon's fine.
Not Seth. Send Lucas money.
Send Lucas. Yeah, he lives in Billings at
No,
just
he
give him-
doesn't.
Just give him put in my
Leave
address.
me on the
right here.
street. I've got hair.
Call him specifically for it, and then we enter your phone number here. We'll just enter Robert's phone number. It's already been out there.
That's true.
He tried to sell his car on this platform, but
So funny.
I bought it.
send Lucas money. Send Devin. You could have bought his car.
Could have.
Send Lucas some money. Send Seth some hair. Send me some baby formula or something. And with that, we'll see you next week.
Kadoosh.
Scaramouche.
Can you do the fandango?
Scaramouche. And you do the fandango.
I could want to. They're still recording. I can't say what I want to say.
Say what you need to
I
say.
can't.
Say what you need to say.
The rest is
Can't.
still unwritten.
The rest is still unwritten.
Oh, good work, fellas. How long is it?
That was a good one.
2:15, not bad. 2:05 last week.
It's right in the sweet spot.
I thought we were on better pace. I was expecting under 2 hours for that one.
Eddie's
We were,
so-
but we were doing great. But
Was
like
the alien with a gun?
weirdly, it was the plot that ran the longest. Often it's the shit beforehand or the shit
It
after.
was a wild plot.
Pretty detailed too.
And then the guy with the gun.
The guy.
You got a gun.
The dad.
Gooby is not going to come out tomorrow because I'm only 30 minutes into it. But I was cruising,
That's
so
chill.
I'll have it out Tuesday. That's super chill.
All right, I'll see you, dudes.
Goodbye,
Later.
Lucas.
Thanks for chilling with homie.
Chill.
Thanks for having us.
Have me.